sad about somebody that people aren't telling other people these things. People work in Erie. Bums.
You got something to fucking say?
I think he
No,
does have something to say.
I'll say it after the
You got something to say, fucking Arizona
those,
motherfucker?
those fighting words.
Dems
Those are
fighting words.
words.
Oh God,
Yeah.
what did I do this time?
No, I'm just fucking around. $10 daily on Facebook. Our Facebook page can reach 1,500 people.
Wow, that seems way too much.
Where are you seeing $10 daily? It's never daily.
You're daily.
Those $10. Yeah, you could reach 50 people daily by boosting your podcast for $10.
You don't
Wow.
have to.
Maybe that's just a one-time thing then.
Yeah, so you can do it. It usually boosts it for a week, and
Got it.
because it'll put it on top of the line for a week for $10.
Fucking weak.
And then the first time you do it, if you just wait for a little bit, they'll give you a free $10 credit to do it again, and then the next month or the next like however long you'll pay for it, then they'll like hit you back every other month.
For five
Like right
extra
now.
dollars, I can do Facebook and Instagram.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Fucking
Wow. Hey, I'm a toad. Hello.
Hey,
Why aren't you
boyos.
using your XLR?
Who's the
Me?
what's now?
Yeah.
I have to rehook it up. I disconnected it because I moved everything. It's right here.
You
I still
loser.
have it.
You loser.
It's there.
Loser.
I just switched the settings on the
Loser.
thing. I just don't want to switch it back right now. Okay.
Loser.
You guys ready? Everyone live?
I am.
Yeah.
Nate's not, because he's not doing it tonight. He's going to be too busy blowing his nose.
I didn't hear what you said, Schroeder. You were muted.
I got fucking sinus problems.
You've got sinus problems, you fuck.
Yes, you are correct.
Nope, still don't hear you.
Yeah,
Everyone
you're,
hears-
you're deaf. Mm-mm.
Nope.
Nope.
Is it outputting to your mic? Flip it down real quick. See what happens.
No, your other mic. Headset mic.
Flip down this mic real fast.
Say something.
Nope.
Nope, don't hear you
No?
either. Yep, don't hear you at
Wouldn't,
all.
it wouldn't be a podcast without some sort of technical difficulties.
He was just talking too. I don't understand what happened.
I know. I don't even need to hear him, and I know exactly what he said.
He was just talking too.
Hey, Macarena.
It's always some shit.
Oh. Yo.
What? What happened? I fucking Macarena.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, your left hand was really out of view there, and
No. Not me.
you know, it might be
What
might not be
happened?
able to do this anymore.
What are you talking about? I fucking arms.
No, it wasn't just you.
Mm.
Oh wait, did someone else
Well,
do something?
Well, everyone, that it's been a good run. I'm done. I'm not gonna be streaming or YouTubing anymore. I have become cancel.
Oh man.
Well, I
Wait,
guess we're
Walker,
using the
did you
microphone.
do-
Oh, hey.
There we go.
Yeah, I guess we're gonna use this one. This thing literally just randomly stopped working.
Nice.
It's like the computer sees it, but there's no.
Did you try unplugging
noise.
it and plugging it back in?
No, it's the USB's far away. Okay,
It's
Give it
within
a
arm's
shot.
reach.
I just use these.
All right.
They're not- Are they much different? I don't think they're much different.
They're quite different after of hearing on the other one at least.
Are they? I mean, is it a lot worse?
No, it
It's-
sounds fine. It's
it
just,
just
a different
sounds like
sound
it's
quality.
digital.
Yeah.
That's just different sound quality.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
sounds like a digital input instead of like a normal input.
Well, the
Here-
little muffin thing fell off of it. I don't know where it went.
A little muffin.
Little muffin.
Yeah.
The pop
Yeah, the
filter.
little Sponge. Yeah, the pop filter fell off.
Oh wow, Mark's
right,
rocking that VGA graphics right there.
fix my OBS real quick to tell it I'm using this one.
The VGA camera right there.
Mic check. There you go. Alright, levels look good.
It means you're all blurry, Mark. There you go. It's kind of clearing up.
Up here comes all the notifications from everyone saying that everyone's live.
And I think that is what that was.
Yeah. No, because I got the exact same notifications.
Yep.
And
Load faster.
someone scored a goal. That too.
I got a notification on Mark's Discord that Mark was live. Fancy.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, there, bud.
So many buttons. Alright.
I intentionally missed every shot that I took today, throwing paper into the trash can in observance of Kobe Bryant.
There you go.
Was it confirmed?
Oh yeah, no, super confirmed. Super confirmed. Him and his 13-year-old daughter, super confirmed.
Oh yeah, Kobe and them are dead.
That's a shame.
Oh, it's a huge shame.
Wow, what a way to go out. Fucking helicopter crash? Jesus.
Now we gotta do shots for Larry Bird.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nope, it was confirmed. It was low. The helicopter should have never taken off. It was the visibility was too bad, and it was extremely foggy, and the pilot couldn't see. And by the time he realized he was heading straight for a mountain, it was too late. He tried to pull up, and it caused the helicopter to swing, and he hit the side of the mountain blades first, which then caused the helicopter to blow up. If he would have hit the mountain with the feet, it might have destroyed the helicopter, but it wouldn't have blown up.
What?
Yeah, then
Yeah.
everyone would probably have been fine, other than
Yep.
some injuries, but they probably all would have lived.
Yeah, there was mission control. The tower was actually talking to him, telling him he needs to get higher, that he is too low. And then he's talking back to the mission control, saying he can't get any higher because he can't see. He needs to be this low so he can see the street. That's the only visibility that he has, is for him to follow the street path so he can finally get somewhere and land safely because he can't see because the fog was
Then
too heavy.
That doesn't make any fucking sense at all. Go higher. Who gives a fuck if you can see? How about you live?
So, but he was essentially, zero visibility. So he tried to follow the street by going so low, and then before he knew it, didn't realize how close he was, and then he saw it at the last second, pulled the gears to fly up to do like a vertical, and then it stalled it, and the helicopter tilted, hit the side of the mountain, blew up, and everyone died. Kobe Bryant, his daughter, and
coach of the
7 other people.
The coach of the Orange County College baseball team, one of the teammates of
kids.
his daughters.
Yep.
Yeah, it was a lot of people.
The pilot.
Damn shame.
Why?
Why did they
Why is it a
die?
shame?
Especially on a foggy day.
It's like why did they need to use a helicopter to go somewhere?
Because they were running
What-
late.
Yeah, and I guess he uses a helicopter daily to.
It was his own
go to
helicopter.
places.
It was his private
Who the fuck
helicopter.
needs cars.
Yeah, he uses it. He uses it daily, and I guess the company who runs the helicopter has never had an accident before. This is the first accident they've ever had in the history of the company. Yeah, so that's. Yeah, he took it. They lifted off. They toured around LA, like above it, for a couple minutes, and then went around to follow like the streets, the back streets and stuff, and then realized that they were too close to a mountain. Try to pull up and crash.
I'll tell you what though, helicopters are fucking dope. I've been in a helicopter. That shit's tight.
No, yeah, they said wasn't any fault of the machine, and then the pilot has had years of experience flying. So
Yeah, he was one of the better pilots. He was a fantastic pilot.
18,000
from there.
18,000 hours of flight time. They just said this morning.
So, I mean, it was a literal accident. I mean, the dice just really came up.
Whoever approved them for liftoff, though, is going to be in some pretty hot water because they wouldn't let the police helicopters, when they got 911 called, when the calls were flooding in saying people saw a helicopter literally hit the side of a mountain and explode. that the police commissioner wouldn't let the police helicopters take off because of the visibility.
Yeah.
And this helicopter should have never taken off.
No, I really shouldn't have.
Supposedly they got special clearance. But say whoever gave them the clearance should be in deep shit.
Special clearance, i.e., they didn't ask for clearance.
So.
Yeah, they just hit the bull one more time.
I'm
So,
live,
but-
by the way, with audio and visual.
Oh, that's nice. All right, I'm gonna go live too.
Well,
Helicopter or something
Yeah.
else. And I was like,
Yeah.
I thought Schroeder meant that in terms of the helicopter, but
All right.
rest in peace,
I'm
Kobe
ready.
Bryant and his friends and
Go
family.
live.
For anyone who is live,
Up in the air probably wasn't the best analogy for a moment.
nah, it really wasn't.
yeah, that shit hits you in the feelings,
Yeah, that
especially when you're.
that was weird. That was a weird thing when I was in work and someone was just
It
like,
was.
"Yo, Kobe Bryant died," and I go, "Bullshit."
Yeah, I
He's
thought it was
fucking
fake.
Kobe.
I got the alert on my phone and said legendary NBA player Kobe Bryant has passed away in a helicopter crash, and I was like, what?
Mhm.
I was I didn't know what to say. I was shook.
Yeah.
So
Like I could not.
not to like make light of a heavy situation, but I can tell that Nike is probably gonna make some like super dope tribute shoes.
Oh yeah.
I
Oh,
can
awesome.
guarantee that they're gonna make some heavy looking fucking shoes.
The mic is
I'm
open.
I'm curious to see what they postponed the game, but tomorrow was supposed to be the LA Clippers versus the LA Lakers in LA, which obviously they only have one arena, but they postponed the game,
Mm,
and
they
I'm
did.
curious when they actually do it, what they'll do. I think they should have everyone
there's-
wear number 24.
Yeah, there was
eight.
there was a lot of things like was it the Atlanta game? The
Yeah, they-
first person who got the ball, the team that got the ball held it for 24 seconds for the shot clock violation.
Yep.
Another one
The
did
team held it for 8.
8 and then 24 the next team. And then
Headset died.
moment of silences, all that crazy stuff. And Mark Cuban, the owner of the Dallas Mavericks, he said that no one will ever wear 24 on that team ever again.
I know, which is amazing. I'm sorry, I can't believe he did that. Oh, that's awesome of him.
Yeah,
No, yeah, they retire jerseys when people pass or like retire.
yeah.
Like no one wears what's his name's jersey. Like at least in Cleveland, no one wears whatever LeBron's number was.
23.
Yeah, well, no
don't
one
follow
wears
last,
no
it's
one
retired.
wears
He's the
99 in hockey. Like that's
Oh, that's Gretzky,
retired.
isn't
Yeah, that's retired across the league. No one wears Jackie Robinson's number 42 in baseball,
Yeah.
except for one day, Jackie Robinson's day, the day he entered into the major leagues.
I think aren't those the only 2 jerseys in all the sports that are retired for every single team?
Mhm. Yep.
That's what I thought. Yeah, I don't think any other team has any other number is retired across everything.
No. They don't. No one else does. The Yankees, it's like impossible to pick a number under 10 because they're all retired.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. Hey, boys, you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey.
Level 50, mother effing 2 of the Level Unlock podcast.
Mother frickin'.
Mother frickin'.
Other head.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, man. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for sticking with us. How is everyone doing? In a weird week?
It has
That
been a
la-
really weird week.
A lot going on. And we got some big news, little news. We got some stuff. We got a couple more delays, some infinite delays. Movie news, as always.
Oh,
New
God.
Pokemon movie.
Yep.
There is?
There is a new Pokemon movie. There definitely is. A lot of rumors, game rumors. Like, a lot this past week. I'm not sure what that was. I seen you have a couple rumors, James.
Yeah.
One where in your news it's like it's breaking my heart or the playing with my heart. That's what
Yeah.
he called it or something.
I'll say the exact titles when
Yeah, when it's time. So, yeah, a lot of rumors, a lot of things going on. Won't really talk about the sad side of it, but for
we did that in the
everything else-
preamble.
yeah, we did. So, but for everybody, how's everyone doing? Who wants to go first?
I mean, I can go because I didn't have
Yeah,
that
go,
much
James.
of a week. As you can see, I retired the white headphones.
You did.
Not too bad.
I bought a big boy pair of headphones. I bought some Sennheisers, so I've been playing with those most of the week. That's been fun. They're incredible headphones. Playing Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. That game. That game. It's
Interesting, for sure.
Is it something?
It's something. That's for damn sure.
It's time.
It's
Yeah,
got some stuff.
yeah. There,
What's your review on it so far? I know it's changed. It's changed from the first week. What's your second week review?
That's a solid 4 out of 10 there, Chief.
Dropped a lot.
That's a solid 4 out of 10, if you ask me. I also play, Jedi Fallen Order, all that good stuff. That game's still fantastic. Everyone should play it. It's a really good game. I've also been testing out more of the xCloud stuff. They had an update not too long ago. Really lowered the response time or the input lag. At least I've noticed it. Played Forza Horizon 4, ran great. Played Destiny 2, or played great. Soul Calibur 6 played great. Madden played great. I mean, I've had absolutely, other than
it in this week, bro.
yeah, other than having to update the firmware on my controller, because hey, it just decided one day to map like X to nothing, start to RB, select to something else, just randomly like messing with the controls, so I couldn't play video games. Yeah, it's been perfect, and I'm extremely excited to see how this comes along, especially when it gets out of beta and integrates well with when it integrates with the Game Pass stuff. I'm really excited to see that. That is my cat's tail that's hanging out there. Yeah, other than that, I mean, I've literally done like nothing other than listening to music, working, and playing a handful of games. It's been nothing of note. Yay.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
Since it's Monday, since we're doing a special podcast on a Monday instead, we're gonna bring back something that hasn't been around in a while. We're bringing back the Drunk Cast.
Hey.
I like it. What about you, Mock?
See how I feel after the end of this.
Nothing too crazy. I've been working a bit more than usual. Working on websites with all my clients. Doesn't sound like it actually isn't glamorous at all, to be honest. It's okay. I can't complain. But that's been taking up a lot of my time, to be honest. Beyond that, I've been writing a compression algorithm in Python just for fun. So I've been trying to spend some time writing Python every night. So I'm working on BZ2 compression in Python as of now. And then we're playing some Ark too, so that's always cool.
I like it.
But yeah, that's my week.
Shit. What about you, Nate?
A whole lot of fuck nothing. It's just to be completely transparent.
This seems like the general consensus this week.
I mean, how far can I pull this bitch out? pretty far. I got my new keyboard, which is fucking tight. I love this thing, Logitech G815.
Nate, how long did it take you to get it?
Fucking UPS is trash garbage, bro. Like 3 days. That
Need
shit
it.
was next air. Like it was next day air, and it was supposed to be there fucking Monday, and it got there Thursday. Like, why? All I can. It's a whole story. I argued with people on the phone. Their UPS is fucking. So, like, my word of the day apparently today is fuck. So I'm gonna try
Fuck.
to tone it down. But
Frick on heck.
like,
Good luck, buddy.
they just. Long story short, UPS
Dog on
fucks shit up
titties.
and sends it to. UPS sent it across town, and they fucked up the order. And it was the whole thing. Other than that, I've been playing it actually. I've been playing a fair amount of Paladins, which I actually
Yeah, I
enjoy
saw.
a lot. I'm actually
Yeah, what is that?
He's trying to rope
Paladins is
me in.
similar to Overwatch, just basically mash Overwatch and Smite. That's essentially the general concept.
Well, it's by the people that made
Okay.
Smite, so
Oh, okay. So that's a song. Okay.
I think you might fuck with it, Jeff. You should it's free, so snag it and play with us one day. But
Okay.
I've
Don't
actually
do it.
found out I'm pretty decent at that game. It's one of the few games that are like that I'm not awful at. Other than that, played some 3v3 gunfight last night. That was cool. It's finally up and running. Hey, nothing really else to note. Work. I don't think there's anything like that's interesting. I haven't done shit this week, bro. Like honestly. Yeah. I can't really think of anything else. That's about it. Oh, I did do something else. What the fuck did I do?
Can't think of
Dude,
anything else.
I
Fuck.
can't remember the other thing that I did. Oh, I've been playing a shit ton of Spyro. Like, just been playing that a lot. Remembering my childhood. I love Spyro. That game's so good.
your
Uh,
childhood's
yeah.
completely different than my childhood. That's for damn sure. I was busy playing Mario Kart 64, Super Mario
Right.
64, and Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. So, I think
don't
I
have a
think I
fucking
got better.
I don't have an N64 to play Conker's Bad Fur Day or a PlayStation 1 to play Parasite Eve. I'm sorry.
Do you want to borrow my N64?
I mean, I'm down. Conker's Bad Fur Day, I'd have to pick up.
Yeah, you
I'm
would.
down.
Oh my god, that like one of the first videos I ever did was a blind play of Conker's Bad Fur Day that lasted like
Really?
that lasted 4 episodes.
Why?
Oh, I'm just bad at platformers, man.
That's fair.
Especially like younger me. I was like, I don't fucking know how to do this shit.
Yeah, other than that, I mean, we played. So I said this last week, but like it wasn't quite accurate. But this week we definitely played a lot less 5M, and I want to play 5M again. I miss playing that. We didn't do very much with that this week. Mainly everyone's been on Arc, and I haven't been in a grindy mood, so I haven't played a ton of that. Also, I couldn't get on the server for like 3 or 4 days, so that was a thing.
3 or 4 days? What do you mean 3 or 4
So-
days?
I tried the night before I told you I couldn't get on, and then that one night, about 2 nights ago, I couldn't physically get on. So about 2 days, but I had issues pulling up the server. Like I could not get it to come up.
It's probably not enough dedicated wham.
Not enough for the server. But yeah, so that's pretty much my week. And if I had anything more interesting, I would talk about it. But I don't.
Gotcha.
What about you, Schroeder?
Please, Jeff,
Yeah.
have a more interesting week.
I know, right? No, I'm sorry. No, mine has been pretty. Mine's been pretty chill. I've actually been working on basically making stage pieces, or what would one say? Like it was a board game, and you were going to put down a piece to the board game for the Arc server. I've also done some I&I setting adjustments, and I've just been trying to fine-tune it and tweak it so that it makes it easier for us to not have to babysit the server. So, like, we have the NPC mod on there, and it's a mod that just adds human beings that run around and do things. Well, it turns out they have an entire farming concept to them, and what's great about that is as long as you have the right ones doing the right things, they feed all of the other animals, which is wonderful.
That's cool.
Yeah. So I have to actually go through at some point to the other bases, and maybe we'll make that a part of the story arc. Where we have to go to the other kingdoms and get ourselves, populate them at least just with enough so that we don't have to worry about our animals starving when we don't visit an area for like 10 years. But yeah, other than that, just building like crazy. Which Kitsune, we got to talk about that other server if we're gonna do it, because we're getting to the month here.
I'd like to.
Yeah, for sure, man. Hey, what's up, JJ? How you doing, man? Give me a shout out, JJ Squad. What's up, dude? But other than that, let's see. We have the GTA server. We were playing with that a little bit. Mark, you messing around with that at all this week?
Not too much, to be honest.
Not too much.
I haven't had any issues.
Yeah,
So-
right. Yeah, it seems to be working pretty good. So let's see. There's the GTA 5M, which that's fun. That's funny usually. A lot of times, that's a humorous thing. Then we have our Overwatch Battle Royale on Thursdays, and I don't think I played. Did I play that one this week? Yeah, I played. This
Yeah,
week, right?
after like an hour and a half.
Yeah, that's right. Because I was trying to figure something out. Couldn't do it. I was trying to set it up so you could do Attack on Titan and Ark, which would have been hilarious if I could get it to
Would've been
work.
sick.
It would have been funny. You guys just, I would, like, if I could have got it to work, I wouldn't have said nothing until a fucking Friday came along, and then all of a sudden, I just would have opened the mic and put that music on and just had one of them fucking just run right up
yeah.
into the base.
That'd be so cool. Is it possible?
No, I can't get them to get big. I can't get them to. I've messed around with a bunch of different strategies to take the NPCs. The game plan was to get an NPC, make it really like big, adjust the size on it, and then just basically make it naked, and then have it attack your base.
A lot of from what I've found is a lot of the big shit is stuck in other mods. So if you can find the
Yeah.
mod for it, add it in.
Well, there's supposed to be a way, like, if you can, the idea is if you have to be riding the dino in order to use one of the most commonly used ways of making your animal big. And the problem is you can't ride them, which is kind of strange because I remember a long time ago experimenting with that mod, and I could. There's a special command you're supposed to use to make it so you can ride any dino, but it doesn't seem to do that. And then I did jump on the back of one of our dinos and try to resize it, and all it did was make my character float as if I was resized, but it didn't change the visible textures of it at all.
Oh.
So
That's not
I'm
helpful.
like, all right, yeah, I'll have to look around. I read a bunch of forums on it that basically suggested to make it yourself. So I don't know. I think if somebody were to make that mod, though, it'd be super duper duper popular. And it's
Yeah.
such a simple idea. It's just an NPC character that you resize.
Easy. Should be
It
easy.
should. Yeah, you would think it'd be kind of easy. I don't know. I'm surprised it hasn't been done yet. Maybe it has been done, but whoever owns Attack on Titan may have been like, no. I don't know. But it just surprised me that there isn't one already. But other than that, we got the Ark, we got the Battle Royale, we got GTA. Other than that, not a whole lot. Just working, just doing my thing.
Did you ever figure out of a game to play to replace Cuphead?
Not really. No, not really. Because that was Tuesdays or Wednesdays, and now Wednesdays is Grand Theft Auto.
Mhm.
So I don't know about the variety streaming anymore. This thing is always evolving, so we'll see what happens. It's always changing.
Kind of replaced it with Ark.
Yeah, pretty much. Or no, GTA for that day, and then
Yeah.
Friday didn't really do anything. So that's Ark Night now, and that's been pretty good. I don't know about you guys, but if you're streaming that stuff, I've gotten some decent numbers off of it. But other than that, just chilling, doing my thing. Looking to come home soon. Probably
yeah?
next month or so. Yeah, a month or two. So pushing buttons and making those moves. So it's gonna take a minute, but it is what it is.
You having
That's
fun
my
over
week.
Walker?
I am. I'm pretending I have a keyboard on the back of my iPhone.
Wow.
Alright.
Wow.
Wow.
Neat.
Yeah. Man.
Wow.
Wow.
But that is it. That is basically all I did this week.
Nice. For myself, we did play. What day did we play that game, Nate, that you bought?
Oh, Jackbox. I forgot about that.
Oh,
I
yeah,
did
I forgot about that.
Jackbox. That game was
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah,
Jackbox is great.
Jackbox was a shit
very
show.
very sexual,
It was
very
a
inappropriate.
shit show. Yeah, it was. Oh my god.
The game has no intent to be
I didn't even-
sexual, though.
I didn't
It's a
even
fucking
stream
group.
it. That's it's just this group. It's like playing Cards Against Humanity, man.
Yeah, it's just this group
Well,
of people just
well, I mean-
fucking
Yeah.
over the top.
Absolutely
Over the top.
terrible.
You do know
Definitely
who
have to play
you're.
it again, though.
You do know who you asked to play, right?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
true.
That's your own fault.
Yeah, that was a good time. That was fun.
The name's gonna be up after. We can hit that up.
I went to my place called Tombstone, Arizona. It's where
Is that where they make the pizzas?
That is the
No.
exact same thing I said.
It's the same thing that Schroeder said. It's not. It's a historical cowboy, like old and like it basically started off as like a mining city. So we actually walked down into the mines.
What?
Did you find any ghosts?
No, we
Or
didn't.
sorry, ghosts.
but there's, like, different- like paths and stuff along those lines.
Why
But
you-
it's like
God, I can't do the caves. I don't know how people do it. I can't do the caves. People just walking around in caves like it's no big deal. Like
Dude, it's awesome.
It's a cave,
Ugh.
man.
it was just like
Do you have something
The only
against
thing
caves?
have
I
issues
do.
with
I have a
the
huge thing
spiders.
against caves, which sucks because like that's the reason I'm not in like you guys are
A
aware.
cave.
I
Lincoln.
used to be an inner earther and like I
Yep.
couldn't do it. I couldn't be underground like that anymore. Like I had to get out. Like
You were an inner earther?
yeah,
All right,
I
enlighten me.
don't know
What
the
the hell
meaning
is
of
an
that.
inner
Yeah.
earther?
I'm like what? Are you serious?
I have
like
no
Hollow
idea.
Earth theory?
Yeah, exactly that. That's not a theory, by the way.
It is a
It's
theory.
real life.
It's a Hollow Earth theory.
Oh, Jesus.
No, it's Hollow Earth life.
No.
It's a lifestyle, not a regret, bro. Look, man. You want more information? You just look up Admiral Byrd. He talks all about it.
I think we're gonna have a conversation after this.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
you know. What do you
I'm
mean?
curious.
I've talked about this thing in my stream so many times. I feel like I shouldn't talk about it anymore. They're gonna.
You've
They're
never
gonna
like
take me back.
elaborated with me at least.
Yeah.
I
Well, a
made
long
a
time.
Batmobile.
I mean, in a nutshell, a long time ago, the Earth was gonna end. Like a long time ago, like a really long time ago, the Earth was gonna end. Basically,
Like
that's what
Tuesday.
you would that's basically the way they would perceive it these days. And they looked up at the sky, and there was a big asteroid coming, and it was gonna totally wipe out the entire surface. The surface was Dunsky. So your great ancestors and my great ancestors decided, you know what? We're gonna go underground. And with their big human brains, they figured it out because everybody's like, "Oh, how are you going to survive underground for 50 or 250,000 years?" Well, you know what? Our brains are strong. We figured it out because we do that. That's what our thing is. We figure shit out. And the reason that the rest of the world isn't totally privy to this is because you guys have violent video games up here. You think why would we like even after the Earth chilled we didn't know why would we come to the surface? They got tornadoes, they got hurricanes, they got tsunamis, they got asteroids. You know what we got to deal with under the Earth? We got to
A
deal with the
lot of
occasional
lava.
Earth. No, it's not even like that, man.
Pause.
The inside of the Earth is not what they think it is, and
Wait
there's
a minute.
it's not like an egg though. You know, it's got giant caverns, just like you would imagine,
It's
giant
filled with
caves.
mushrooms.
And yeah, part of it is marshmallows, and the other half are cities. And we got openings all over the ocean. Like it's not a big deal, bro.
We
But
gotta have a conversation.
well, we
I'm
can't.
curious.
We've been giving you guys little bits of our technology over the years, and we got some cool stuff down there. Like there's these mushrooms that grow up against the walls, and what they do is as they come to the no, it's serious. As they go to the roof of these giant caverns, our biggest of cities are pretty close to underneath right where your bigger cities are because we use the vibrations of you guys on the surface. These mushrooms absorb the vibrations of all the movement of you people on top.
What do you
And
mean,
then
you
the-
people?
You people.
Well, yeah, we call them
Us
surfers,
earthers.
you know. Well, yeah, surface dwellers, but you know, the vibrations are absorbed by the plants, and then the plants convert that into energy, and that's kind of the main way we get our energy source, and you know, so it's pretty crazy down there. But I couldn't do the caves anymore, man. I just too much. And we would, like I said, we've been trickling little bits of your technology out to you guys for ever, basically. And you'd be surprised. You would be so surprised with how many of those. You see those YouTube videos where it's like they're what is it? Your cloaking machine? Your cloaking machine? You seen the YouTube videos where the cloaking machines are acting up?
I don't know necessarily about cloaking machine.
Yeah, like it's like a news. Yeah.
Hold on
like
a minute. What are you talking about?
You're watching a news clip, and then all of a sudden they start desyncing and acting all like, yeah, that's real. Some of it is.
You want to run that by me again, Chief?
Your inferior technology just being trash up here. But there have been a few times where the camera has caught a few of the people that are up here helping you guys, guiding you guys so you don't kill yourselves. That secret society, the Dark Orders, the New World Order. No, yeah, it is a kind of a New World Order, but it's set up in such a manner to help you guys, prevent the surface dwellers. Because I'm kind of one now that I've been up here for so long, but to prevent us, I guess, from killing ourselves.
I'm not properly equipped to combat this right now. I'm so taken off guard.
Well, I mean, yeah, I'm surprised I haven't gone through this stuff with you. I mean,
no.
It's pretty neat down there. The stuff that flying cars will come. You guys the only reason you guys don't have that yet is because you got to get the self-driving ones down first. Everybody's like, oh, self-driving cars. Well, you want them to fly? You want them to fly? We're going to trust all these human beings, all these people driving. You're going to trust them to go up and down too? Half that they can't even go forward and back. Now they're going to go up and down? Like, get the hell out of here.
Bro, we have planes.
Yeah, but that's a plane.
It's the same concept.
Not as a flying car.
But it's not a regular person doing it, though.
Yeah, it's not a regular person. You got to go to school for it. You got to have over 1,000 hours of practice time and a bunch of other stuff. And, they got all this technology, and I can't get this fucking cord to stay in my headphones. It keeps falling out every 2 seconds. Powering off. No. Headphones don't power off.
So Walker, what else did you do in your week?
Yeah.
I am so taken back.
I would throw almost a beer and a half just in that segment.
Well,
conspiracy corner, folks.
It's not a conspiracy. It's real life.
I know.
I want to genuinely converse with you about this afterwards because I got some fucking questions. I'll tell you what.
Well, I mean, there's only so. I mean, I already gave. I'm surprised they haven't got me yet with how much I've done. It's probably got my. I don't know, but okay, that's fine. We can talk about it.
Anywho, I don't even remember. Fuck.
Cave spelunking, you went.
Arizona.
I went to
Tombstone
You went to
Pizza.
the caves.
The
I went
Wild
to-
West.
Tombstone Pizza, Arizona.
Tombstone. It's like the
Town.
old-fashioned West. In the middle of the roads, they have duels. So all of a sudden, you hear people yelling at each other, and all of a sudden, bang, 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 and they shoot and kill each other.
So it's
obviously
like
all
Nice.
a show, but
oh, that's cool. The whole little town acts like they're really back in the day.
yeah, 100%. All the girls, all the
That's crazy.
guys. Last show of the day here, folks. Get a
So it's like the medieval fair for cowboys.
And you walk past people, like some people like, hey, want me to tell you some ghost stories? I'll tell you your fortunes. You also have girls dressed up like hookers. Obviously, they don't do that, but they'll like flirt with you. And,
Damn.
I mean, it's Arizona.
Yeah.
But yeah, then you have the saloons, and all of a sudden we were walking by, and a dude gets thrown out of a bar, and you look
Nice.
inside the bar, they're fucking hitting each other over the head with chairs
Nice.
and smashing bottles over their heads. It was fucking cool. it was cool. And in the middle of the streets, they're like, "How dare you take my woman? Oh, don't tell you what you say to me!" And all of a sudden, boom, 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 boom. Like
Are you
8 people
serious?
shot at each other. Yeah. And they're all just laying there, and they lay there for like a good minute too, until you walk away, and then they clear it out and they do it again. There's shows throughout, probably like every 15 minutes they have shows.
So
That's
what you're
pretty damn
saying
cool.
is Tombstone, Arizona is like Red Dead Redemption 2, only good.
In real life.
It's a lot of shows.
Yeah, it's I think they just clip them back together. I'm assuming.
Oh, probably. They're probably
Um,
breakable.
Yeah, they have mines, And
Mine?
Tombstone underneath it, they said they were able to map out over 300 miles of mines that they
Oh my
dug out.
gosh.
It was at one point, one of the largest, fastest growing cities on this side of the United States before it was developed, because everyone was coming there because it was one of the first places you can get silver from.
Hmm.
So you had everyone coming in to get silver back in the day to
Back before they invented
help.
gold.
Yep. So, but yeah, it was actually pretty cool. It was an adventure for sure. Did that. Saturday, I will be getting tickets to.
The Jonas Brothers live in concert.
Yeah, that's the truth.
Featuring
No.
the Hanson brothers.
It's called the Havasu Falls. It's an Indian reservation that they only open up one time a year. In my throat, and you buy tickets for it, and hopefully it
That is
clears
beautiful.
in.
That is pretty cool. That's in Arizona?
Yeah, it's in the Grand Canyon.
That is
Wow.
beautiful.
Yeah, the
Very
Havas. Yeah, it's pretty much like turquoise.
Are you meant to
I don't
just
know what
look
that
at it, or
color
are
is.
you supposed to
No,
swim
you
at
go
it?
there. So what it is? So it's the top.
Old Joey probably. I don't know.
So it's the whole top of like the Grand Canyon. It's not gonna zoom in, but if it did, but that's essentially what it looks like. So that's one of the areas. There's like 8 different areas like this.
Oh,
Ah.
that's
So-
grayscale.
Nate,
But,
what color is that?
Honestly, it looks like whitish.
It almost is. So so one time a year, the Indians you buy tickets February 1st for the whole entire year. And to get on the land, you have to have these passes. If you don't have the passes, you get arrested and sued because
Nice.
the Indians own that reservation. They govern that land. But then
Nice.
they're making bank with it though.
All right.
So you have to camp. So you get there. So you have to park the car and you hike to that area. You're basically hiking into the Grand Canyon, 8 miles that you have to hike to get there.
Oh,
Ah.
really?
I always forget I fucking have Goku powering up, and that was fucking loud. Just scared the shit out of me when someone follows me. Oh my god! Thank you for whoever that was. Sorry for fucking jumping. That was hilarious. Jesus Christ. I gotta turn that way down. And
You
it goes
say
on
that
for, like,
every time.
I know. It goes on for like 15 seconds too. I'm just going, ah! Shit. Thanks for the follow. Anywho, so yeah, you hike 8 miles to the Indian reservation. You see where they live. 2 more miles to those falls, and then you camp. If you don't want to camp, you can get cabins. It's $450 a night to sleep in those cabins. Yeah, $450 for one day. So that's people pay it. They sell out. So
Wow.
essentially, the trick is you need to have multiple computers open at one time and basically hit refresh, because they say the tickets will sell out in about 15 minutes for the whole entire year.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Man, imagine how much
So-
money they can make if they open it up for 2 days a year.
Yeah, it's for the entire year. It starts in March and goes until December. It's every single day sells out. It's for 3 days. It's for 3 nights and 4 days, is what it is. But yeah, they make bank. They do have a cafe and things along those lines to bring food. I told Nicole, it was like, I feel like if we don't bring food, we're gonna go to the cafe and a hot dog's gonna be like $8.
Oh, probably.
It's gonna,
More like 14.
yeah, it's gonna be something. It's gonna be like
It's gonna be-
Disney World.
It's gonna be
Cedar Point.
bar S hot dogs too, so like not even good hot dogs.
So it's like they're making bank off of this. And if you don't want to hike the 8 miles, you can get pack mules, and then you ride the pack mules all the way over. Nicole said she didn't want to do that. She said it's animal cruelty. I was like, that's what they're there for. They're called pack mules because you pack your stuff on top of them. And she just looked at me. So we're not gonna do that.
Strong.
But so yeah, we'll do that. We're gonna be
Strongly
doing
pulled.
that on Saturday. So hopefully Sunday I can say I got the tickets. Yay!
God, she would hate playing Ark then.
Yeah, I know, right? What's on the
Animal
dinosaur's
cruelty.
back? Oh, it's a whole entire fortress.
Is that a spear through its throat?
Like Yeah, I
But-
was trying to make it fall asleep.
Me as
How
well.
do you use
yeah.
the grappling hook?
Dragon Ball Z. I played that as well. I have a different view on it than James does.
All right, what do you think of it?
I like it. I don't like. Okay, so there's a ton of filler. Not filler, but dialogue. Like a crazy amount of dialogue. It's like I tell people this who ask. Only my brothers ask, but it's one person. Nevertheless, but it's like I told him I was like, if you've never watched Z and you only play this game, you will know exactly what happens in every single episode of Dragon Ball Z. Because that's how much they talk and communicate back and forth to each other.
Well, isn't that kind of the like? Do you think that they would have been able to get away with less dialogue in order to explain 220 episodes of Dragon Ball Z?
Well,
Well,
yes.
you gotta.
I mean, you got a 50-hour game or whatever it might be. They're trying to
Well-
condense. Are they sincerely trying to condense the entire story arc into that game?
Yeah. You're taking
So, I mean-
3 story arcs and combining it into one game.
Your mic changed, James.
Did it?
Maybe
Yeah,
Mike
yeah.
switch.
sounds like it's your camera again.
Is this a
Or
fucking
something.
is this a fucking joke?
No, you
Dude,
got
mine just stopped working.
crazy loud. Yeah, you got crazy loud. But yeah, no,
that really hurt.
Alright.
Just like, holy shit.
yeah, no. You got to think
Only
though.
sound normal to me for a
People who are playing this game are people who've already watched all of Dragon Ball Z. Gonna look at it like, what the fuck is that? So I don't think you necessarily need all the dialogue because we already know what
Mic check.
we want to.
It's a joke.
No, I
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a mute sign that popped up on the top of my screen. I don't know what that.
It was
came from.
probably me.
Ah, okay. Yeah, you were back to your other.
Yeah, I
mics.
know.
It's super spiked, but yeah, it's kind of like the path of Neo for the Matrix game. They want you to play the TV show, so yes and no, different views, but well, he's working on that. Let's get in some news, boys. Oh, really quick too before we get in there. Obviously, we have all the different. One thing we got to start talking about a little more. We have all the different YouTube. Make sure you like, follow, as well as our Patreon account.
All right.
Patreon.com/levelunlockpodcast. If you do want to support the stream in any way, that is helps us create logos, get Elon Musk onto the podcast, designs, everything
Can't wait
along
till that
those
happens.
lines. So once
Someday.
again, Patreon.com/levelunlockpodcast. Get with one of us.
Sorry about that, folks. I gotta leave the call real quick. I gotta quit out Discord. I'm having technical difficulties.
Through some movie stuff. First, the Grammys were last night.
Yeah.
Billie Eilish won 6 Grammys.
Wild.
Wow, that is quite a few.
She is the first female to win all the major ones. She won Artist of the Year, Album of the Year, Song of the Year, and Record of the Year.
Who did?
Billie Eilish.
Who's that?
Bad Guy. I'm
Oh,
a bad
that
guy.
song, that trashy
Just-
song.
Yeah, she won.
How did that
Um,
win?
Between her and her brother, they won 10 Grammys.
She has a brother.
Yeah, her brother helped make the album.
Yeah. Produces it. Or
Yeah.
something.
Sure.
She's the first girl and the youngest person in history to win all 4 major Grammys. When she won Artist of the Year because the show went over, she came out, took the Grammy, went, "Thanks," and walked off stage. So I don't know if that was planned or they basically told her, "Hey, you can't make a speech. You just got to say thank you and get off the stage."
Thanks.
So yeah, she fucking just annihilated the whole Grammys. They took a picture of her and she's literally like this, holding all of them. That's insane.
That does sound insane.
Quick other movies. Side of it. Netflix. Pokemon. Mewtwo Strikes Back. So I'm not really sure what this is, but it's
It's a remake of the first
a
movie.
remake. Yeah, it has to. It's like almost a remake of the first one.
Yeah, and
It's a
CG.
claymation remake of the first one.
Oh, it's claymation. That's more interesting than the CG that I thought it was going to be.
What is it on? What is this?
Netflix.
Or
If
what
you
is
look
the?
at-
What's
it's
the? I was reading
Pokemon.
something.
It's Pokemon Mewtwo Strikes Back. Yeah, it's coming to Netflix February 2nd.
Is
That's
this
cool.
that second movie?
No, it's a remake of the original Pokemon movie.
Strikes Again? Or Back?
Strikes Back.
Back?
Let me make sure. Hang on. I think it says Pokemon. Hang on.
You're the
Pokemon
Pokemon
movie
movie Strikes Back.
Claymation.
Oh, fine. Now.
Pokemon, they've had enough movies. I don't know.
Yeah, it's another Pokemon movie.
I-
Pokemon Mewtwo Strikes Back Evolution.
You think it's actually This looks like CGI.
Yeah,
is,
it
but
looks
they look like
CG.
clay characters though.
Oh,
I see. Yeah, it's like
okay.
a Tim Burton movie.
Yeah, no, that's straight
Yeah.
CG. That's why I was like,
So it's CG,
live
but it's
action.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
live
it's that one.
action.
They used real clay. It's live action.
the characters in the original Pokemon movie look more real than these characters do.
Oh, they have way more life to them.
But essentially, it's the remake of the original movie. In the trailer, if you, they talk about how they made this evolutionary Pokemon off of the ancient Pokemon Mew. He breaks out and he goes after the strongest Pokemon trainer in the world, and he finds Ash and fights him.
When will
Like literally meets him on the street and just boxes. his
when
ass.
will Netflix actually make a good anime adaptation? The answer is
might-
never.
They are the new trailer for Ghost in the Shell that Netflix is releasing just released.
That's going to be trash too. There has not been a good live action Ghost in the Shell movie ever. I went to go see that shit in theaters, the latest one. That was bad.
Yep. That it comes
Also-
out April 2020.
Hmm.
The new Ghost in the Ghost in the Shell animation that they are releasing.
It's going to be trash. Netflix doesn't know how to do it. They don't know how to make anime. I think that's the issue. Most of their anime is just garbo.
Yeah, I know you have a Sega thing, but I'll let you talk about that later, James. Unless you want to do it now. Is it gaming? The Sega, the thing that they said about the announcements.
Oh,
It was in your news.
I mean that's
is that
more
gaming
gaming.
or
That's
is it-
more gaming related. Yeah,
Okay, I'll leave that out then.
I had to think there for a second.
Sonic the Hedgehog. It comes out in 2
Hedgehog.
weeks.
Guess what I'm doing
there
on
is a new-
Valentine's Day?
Yep, there is a new look that is released in one of the trailers. Sonic is puffy. It looks like he went through.
It's Baby
what's the-
Sonic.
Yeah, essentially. Well, no, he looks like he went through a car wash and he's all like poofy. And people are kind of questioning it. Sonic doesn't get like that, but they're not at the same time. They're like, it's actually super adorable. So,
You know, because Baby Yoda's popular.
according to trends and pre-sales,
You're a
it does
pre-sale.
look like that Sonic will do decent. It's potentially slated for a $50 million opening, which would make it the best Valentine's Day opening in history. Jesus Christ.
Oh, I'm gonna go see it. I want to see that trash fire.
Thank you again for whoever did that and whoever.
Whoever
Follow.
screamed in your ear.
I got Disney really quick. They have a director for the live action Pinocchio movie they are making. Yes, that it will be released in 2022.
Yeah, but
It
it's
is
gonna
live
use.
action.
It is live action, guys. Don't worry, it's 100% live action.
Speaking of live action, Bambi has just been inked, and that will also release in 2022 live action. And it's Bambi.
I fucking
So
hate
let that-
Disney. I really fucking hate that company to the core.
So, is it live action or is it anime?
It's animated.
no-
It's CG.
Now I can
It's-
watch. I can watch Deer Die in 3D.
Yeah,
Great.
exactly. I'm gonna stick to watching the original shit. That's better. Fuck off.
Yeah, so yeah, that has just been finalized, and they will begin production and with the 2022 release, the live action.
Man,
The
Disney's
live action Pinocchio looks terrifying.
Disney. Can I just say something real quick? Disney has really been striking out when it's anything but Marvel.
Yeah.
Like, people
I
didn't
get it.
like the Aladdin remake. People didn't like the Lion King remake. People haven't liked the Star Wars movies since fucking Return of the Jedi.
I don't think Mulan live action is going to do good at
No.
all. Dumbo didn't do good.
Dumbo. Oh, I forgot about Dumbo. That had Danny DeVito, though, so it has.
Are people
Especially-
seeing them as cash grabs?
Oh, they are cash grabs. They're the biggest cash grabs. When they could
They're
just.
like, these are shit.
They
so
could
let's
just,
make
like,
more
hey,
money.
let's just throw this back in theaters for the lulz.
Well, it all started with what was the first movie to do it? Well, Cinderella, technically, I guess, right?
Was it Beauty and the Beast?
It's either Beauty and the Beast. Well, Cinderella's been remade like 20,000 times. So I
Well,
guess
yeah,
you can't
because
really count
yeah.
that.
But I think it was Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah. And
because
that
I
actually did
remember.
really good.
I actually remember sort of kind of seeing that movie.
Yeah,
I
that
went
movie did really good. And then I think they were like, this is really successful. Let's just redo them all.
So I have a
so
little
they
bit
are.
of a story that I might have talked about on the podcast before.
I
About-
was, sorry, I was just gonna say it was Maleficent.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah,
But-
that still did really good though.
I have
was
a,
the one that was muted, by the way. That's where that came from. I didn't know. That.
I was also muted too. I have a story about Beauty and the Beast. So
What's up?
I went to go see Ghost in the Shell, the live action version, in theaters because I got a free ticket because I subscribed to Crunchyroll. I'm like, okay, I hit up my one buddy. He wants to go. He's okay with going. So we both go. And we go into the theater. The dude's like, all right, it's over here on the left. It's this theater. I'm like, okay. So walk on over, go in, and we walk up the stairs. And we're like, wow, that's a lot of people here for Ghost in the Shell. The theater's pretty populated. There's a lot of people there. And we go and sit down, and we just kind of look at each other. Everyone looks at us as soon as we walk in. Because it's two bigger guys just walking into theaters. Everyone's just kind of giving us a look. And
I'm playing
We
the
sit-
scene out in my head. It
we sit down,
feels like a cowboy and western right now.
and we look at the screen, and like, huh. This is a weird opening to a movie because we're a little bit late. We thought we were a little bit late. We're just like kind of looking, and we're like, this doesn't look like Ghost in the Shell. Oh, it's probably just a preview. Okay, we'll keep watching. Then on
Probably
this,
just a preview.
then on the screen it shows Beauty and the Beast, and we look at each other. We're like, I don't think this is the movie. So we quickly skedaddle on out of the movie theater. Everyone else in that theater was a couple. There was a man and a woman there. And as soon as we walk in, everyone's eyes just point right at us. But as we're leaving,
Like,
we can
aw.
feel the eyes just pointing at us. So we leave. We go up to the guy that was taking our tickets, and we're like, yo, that's the wrong theater. And he goes, sorry, my bad. It's actually this theater right here. And we're like, all right,
Inside,
dickhole.
he's like, I know.
All right, asshole.
Give me back 15 minutes of time,
He's
please.
been doing that to people all day.
Yeah. So we go to walk into the theater, and he goes, hey, you can't go in there yet. They're cleaning. And we're like, all right, dude, just chill the fuck out. All right, well, we won't go
you
into the
sent us
theater.
into Beauty and the Beast, bro.
Yeah, you sent us into Beauty and Beast. I don't know if you're lying at this point. I don't know if you actually
I
work here.
trust you. You sure?
So then we're
Oh,
just
man.
we are actually sitting outside of that movie theater, just kind of sitting, just chilling outside of that room, and we went to go see Ghost in the Shell, and we were both very disappointed.
Like, son of a bitch, we should have
That's
stayed.
fine.
I probably should have stayed and watched Beauty and the Beast.
That's funny. I like it. A couple other quick Disney things. So, who recalls like me ever talking about the Fox Marvel movie, X-Men movie called The New Mutants? It was supposed to be the next X-Men movie. So the individuals who made the movie just saw it yesterday. The movie was set for release April 13th, 2018. The movie was filmed
Wow,
in 2015.
That's had a long
they-
dev cycle.
And the people who actually made the movie have never watched it. They haven't been allowed to because they can't figure out when they want to release it. And Disney basically said, screw it, we're gonna hold off on releasing this until we're ready after they bought Fox. And so yeah, after 4 years after they filmed the movie, the cast finally saw the movie of New Mutant. They haven't confirmed if it's actually going to be released yet, but at least they saw it.
Oh my god! Imagine the pop culture references in that movie.
Yeah, I know. From that long
They're
ago.
probably just like, oh yeah, back in there's signs that
2015.
say Hillary Clinton for president
Yeah.
on there and stuff like that because they didn't know. They didn't know back then.
No, that's fucking. It's like Chris Hemsworth. He did Cabin in the Woods, where I don't know if you guys ever recall. So Cabin in the Woods was
Yeah.
basically like a where these people go to a cabin and ends up becoming like
Where
a
was the
horror-
cabin?
In the woods.
Oh, okay.
So a month before Cabin in the Woods came out, Thor came out.
Oof.
And so Chris Hemsworth is huge. Obviously, he's Thor. He's got muscles. So Cabin in the Woods comes out a month and a half after Thor comes out. And Chris Hemsworth has no muscles, has short hair, and he's skinny. Come to find out, Cabin in the Woods was filmed 2 years prior to him filming Thor and never released. So everyone who saw the movie was like, what the fuck? That's Chris Hemsworth. How did he lose all of his muscle? Comes to find
I
out.
hated that movie.
People
Yeah,
don't
it was
realize. People don't realize that movies take time to make.
Yeah, that movie was not what I expected it to be.
Movie was bad.
It was a horror, but it wasn't a horror. It was actually like an adventure movie, and it was fucking weird. Through speculation, Obi-Wan Kenobi, the Disney Plus, has been put on hold, and there is no ETA as to when it will be
I
released.
wonder why.
So
Maybe because people are sick and tired of Star Wars.
maybe, but yeah, it has been for definitely put on hold after speculations. Ewan McGregor said the scripts are complete and it's a very good script, but unfortunately, it has been delayed. Captain Marvel is now officially in development, and Rick and Morty has been confirmed that it is in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh man, does that mean Pickle Rick's going to be an Avenger?
They're not
Pickle
in
Rick.
the cinematic universe,
Yeah.
but their beings
In that universe.
exist in the cinematic universe.
What the No.
Have you ever heard of the Monster Universe? It's supposed to be like, quote unquote, the realm that Jason Voorhees and Freddy Krueger and all these people, like all these Frankenstein werewolves. It's supposed to be the imaginary world where all those characters really exist.
Universal has
Chalk
their own monsterverse.
Chalk Zone.
yeah.
Oh my god, I haven't thought of that show in
Who's at
forever.
the chop?
Yeah, so
God damn it, I want to watch Chalk
that's
Zone
kind
now.
of funny. Yeah, so Pickle Rick will more than likely become an Avenger.
Yeah, no, it
If
was.
I ever see some dumb shit, I'll kill every.
Oh my god, wouldn't that be hilarious if it, like they have
No.
another war movie and it's kind of like how they did in Star Wars where there's E.T. chilling in the background. There's like Pickle Rick just chilling back there.
All right, Avengers, assemble.
Please
And then
do
there's
it.
just in the background,
do
there's
it.
just Pickle Rick just burping and vomiting them all over him,
I'll
vomiting
become
and
the
pissing
most
all over
elitist
himself.
motherfucker anyone's ever seen.
Dude, if they did that, that'd be amazing.
Oh, I would,
Pickle Rick.
I would,
I lose all respect.
I would
Just run it-
straight up go to
The rest
Disney.
of them-
I would go to Walt Disney's house and demand my money back.
Why? That would be amazing.
would
That would be the
lose
funniest
my
thing in the
mind.
entire
This
world.
confirmation comes from the release of that last X-Men chapters, Dawn of X reboot line, Martyrs #6. The book comes with a signature chart of programs, and in that program of what's on TV, Rick and Morty is listed.
Motherfucker,
Okay,
they are
so-
a part of the MCU or the
Yeah.
That's not the
MU.
same thing, though. That's just it's an acknowledged TV show.
But that
Well, it's the
TV
fact
show,
that
but hold on, that TV show is in circulation in
What do you mean?
the
It's
Marvel.
just the fact that like
it's in
X-Men
syndication. I
is
mean,
allowed to reference Rick and Morty is
Yeah.
essentially what they're getting at,
yeah, but
because
I
they're
mean,
two different companies.
that show is shown in the X-Men universe.
Yeah.
So that is an actual
Yeah.
show.
As a documentary.
So like the individuals
no.
themselves, the show is in the
Yeah.
universe.
But it's not a
That should've
show
been-
Yeah.
in the universe.
So that
it's
means
actually
Pickle-
a documentary
But
in the
Pickle
universe.
No.
Rick is a character that appears on the TV in the Marvel universe. So
As a documentary,
so by
because
that
he's really
case-
out there fighting crime and
in
doing
that
other things.
case,
He is.
Pickle Rick is a part of the Marvel universe.
One of the most overrated TV shows in existence.
I've
But
seen
it
one
would be
episode.
That show.
That would
I've
be.
seen one episode. It was the Get
I've seen a
Swifty
couple.
episode, and I thought it was funny, and then never had any. That was right before the Szechuan sauce incident happened, and I was like,
Szechuan.
after seeing that, I'm like, I'm immediately out of this. I don't care
It's
if
like
that episode was
barbecue
fandom.
sauce and honey mustard.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking weird.
A little bit of soy sauce or something.
I think it's funny. I enjoy that show.
A couple of quick
Well,
things.
you obviously
DC,
have a IQ of 500 million.
Today, Batman,
Along with
the,
Power.
the Batman has officially started filming. The next Batmobile will be a muscle car concept instead of a tank or looking like the old-fashioned Batmobile. The Matrix, it has been confirmed that Agent Smith is not in the movie.
So who
they're
are they
going
gonna
a
fight?
different- It's going to be a new concept and a new person.
What if they
Uh,
made the Batmobile a Chevy Lumina 92?
Pretty modest.
The modest Batman.
Nate's like, what the fuck?
Nate's done. Nate's fucking done.
uh,
I'm
Sony-
reaching that
Just
point
with good
too.
snow tires on it. That's it.
Um,
Spike tires.
oh my god, that's just
Chains on the
fucking
tires. I'm Batman.
hilarious. I'm Batman.
I'm Batman as he's sliding in the ice.
Yeah.
He's
He
just
has
like,
to use
shit.
he has to use a butter knife to turn it on. To
Everybody freeze.
If I wasn't desperately trying to fix my second monitor, I would have.
None.
Wait. Today, Sony wise, who remembers Anaconda, the movies?
My
Giant snake?
Anaconda don't want none
I
unless
remember
you
that
got buns,
movie.
hun.
Sony is resurrecting the franchise and remaking the horror. It is
Oh my
slated
gosh.
to be released late 2021.
the movie
Yes.
was dumb. I did not like that movie.
Who Uncharted, as of last week.
That movie's never coming out.
No. So it was confirmed that they got a director. A week later, it got delayed 3 months because the director quit. So Uncharted, once again, is now pushed back until 2021. It was slated to be released the end of this year, but it hasn't even started being filmed yet because they have lost 5 directors.
Soon, Tom Holland will be casted as Sully.
What the hell are they doing? What is that movie? What's going on? That's causing 5 directors to quit.
They can't make good movies.
It's
Who?
just creative
Sony-
differences.
They haven't even tried to make the
Fucking
movie.
up.
Shit!
5?
They keep
Yeah.
fucking up.
They don't.
Venom wasn't
There's
that good. I'll say
Into
it.
the Spider-Verse was
Especially
fantastic,
those
and
ones.
then
The movie was
Where's the
okay.
breakdown
and
at?
then
Yeah, that is.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood was a Sony flick. That was fantastic.
I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, no, it's just a huge break. Like I agree with that. Like, where is the breakdown on that? Like, it's just everyone has different creative directions, and so yeah, they have.
But they
lost-
haven't even gotten into the filming part of it
Nope.
yet. So, like, what are they?
Nope.
What is the?
Yep. So they once again lost a director, and it has now been delayed, and it's unknown when it'll be released.
It's probably
That's
just
crazy.
production. Yeah.
Yep. As well as they announced that they are nixing the creating the live-action Masters of the Universe, which is sad news.
Darn.
Hmm.
Masters of the Universe.
That's probably for the best, though.
Mm, yeah.
Transformers is being rebooted. It is not. It is not said when it'll be released, but they are working on a new slate of movies that are not being directed by Michael Bay.
Well, they best have Shia LaBeouf in it, otherwise I'm not gonna see it.
They actually noted that after 1, 2, and 3, when they didn't have Shia LaBeouf, the movies only made a quarter of what the other ones made. 1, 2, and 3 made $4 billion.
I saw
4
those
and
three in
5.
theaters.
Yep. 4 and 5 barely made 1.2 million.
Wow.
Yep. In the United States, number 5 made $200 million, the lowest budget, the lowest amount of any of the movies in history.
Dang.
Jesus.
I mean, in
That
all
one, yeah.
reality, they were all terrible movies, but at least the first one was fun.
I
They were
know.
not
It's
doing
gonna
that
open.
movies.
The new one's gonna open with him like standing on the top of Bumblebee just screaming, "Just do it."
Yeah.
It's gonna be amazing. Just do it. He's gonna have that rat tail thing he had.
And supposedly they are interested in making another Bumblebee spin-off movie, kind
I
of
forgot
advancing
they
into
made
the
a
future.
Bumblebee spin-off.
Yeah, it wasn't good at all, but it wasn't directed by Michael Bay, so that's why they might do it. Karate Kid is returning, but as a Broadway musical.
Nice.
Yes, that'll be starting later this year in the fall in New York City. Fast and the Furious 9's concert and their trailer release takes place next week. So remember, watch it. They're streaming
No.
it live on YouTube.
I think I saw John Cena tweeting about it.
He did.
He tweeted a teaser for the teaser.
He did. Just fucking hilarious. So Jim Carrey said in an interview after the making of the Sonic that he would do The Mask 2 with one condition if he has the best director in the world. He didn't say who that was, but he said that is his condition.
Me.
So
Please.
who knows what that is?
Please give me the mask too.
That'd be phenomenal.
Have you
And
guys ever
last
seen
piece,
the Dark Horse comics of that
Yeah.
movie, of that story?
Mm-hmm.
They're a lot darker than the movie.
Yeah, it's
Really?
it's
A
kind of
lot
fucked
darker.
up.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
real fucked up movie, like story.
Yeah,
that's funny.
it's pretty brutal actually. It's a lot.
I can see
gorier.
that. It kind
Well,
of
it's
makes
like-
sense.
The same with like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, the Dark
Sounds
Horse
like-
version of that one's crazy.
Cinderella, even.
Pokemon.
All the Disney movies.
It's basically just the Grimm's fairy tales. Like that's like the equivalent to how they are, because the Grimm's fairy tales are all really fucked up.
Hansel and Gretel.
But a movie version of a comic book is usually a little less graphic.
Yeah.
And the last piece of TV movie news, we lost a great one over this past week. Not basketball player wise, but Mr. Peanut.
What?
Oh,
Yeah.
Mr. Peanut,
Rest
the
in peace, Mr. Peanut.
spokesperson of Peanuts.
R.I.P. Nut.
planters?
Yeah.
How does one lose a spokesperson or a logo?
Yeah.
So he is driving in a car.
He
with,
saved Channing Tatum's life. Man,
Yeah.
he's a hero.
He is
Oh, yeah.
driving in the Nutmobile with Wesley Snipes and Matt Walsh,
Oh yeah.
and the cat comes in the middle of the road. They swerve. The Nutmobile rolls over off the cliff. Them all three are hanging off of a tree branch, and one of them is going to let go. And Wesley Snipes says, "I'll do it," and Matt Walsh says, "No, I'll do it." And Mr. Peanuts shooks his head and says, "No, I got this. Let's go." He goes to the ground, and they're like, "Oh, he's okay." And then the Nutmobile explodes with him inside of it, killing Mr. Peanut, a CGI
Is this
character.
a fucking? Is this like a short film?
it's a
It's a
commercial.
Super Bowl commercial.
It's a Super Bowl commercial.
the
It's part
fuck?
1. Yeah, it's part 1 of a part 2. So I'm assuming the other part will be
I mean, we're talking about it.
yeah.
We're talking
The
about an
where-
anthropomorphic nut.
Oscar Mayer. Yeah, no.
Rest in peace, Mr. Nut.
Mr. Peanut. They actually released a statement, resting him in peace. Our prayers, and they say our prayers and condolences go out to Mr. Peanut and his family, 1916 to 2020. May he rest in peace. Which is pretty funny. So, and all the different companies, like Buzz the Bee from Honey Nut Cheerios, says, "My heart goes out to Mr. Peanut." R.I.P.
Oh man.
Chips Ahoy
My
said
heart
something
goes
as well.
out to the nut.
Mac and cheese, Butterfinger, Nougat, all the different spokespeople.
I better see fucking Helper from Hamburger Helper say some shit.
Now the only ones they have: Oscar Mayer, Sonic the Hedgehog, Pop Tarts, Buzz the Bee, Chips Ahoy, Kraft Mac and Cheese, the Nougat, and they said R.I.P. to a real one. Talking about Mr. Peanut. That was the whole thing.
That's
So I'm a-
cringe.
I'm assuming the other commercial will air during the Super
They're
Bowl.
gonna lose so many subscribers.
I'm looking at the images of it.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah,
It was nice knowing some of y'all.
he died in a car accident.
If you Google that, Mr. Peanut death, the pictures are actually pretty funny. It's just him like this,
Yep.
like falling to his peanutty death.
But it's fucking hilarious. Yeah, so you got that going on. And let's get into some gaming news. James, you can go.
All right, so we
I'll
got
get back.
video game news. So what Walker was kind of alluding to earlier in the podcast, Sonic or Sega's going to start talking a lot about Sonic. So this is from GameSpot. Sega's announced via a translation from Gematsu, the Sonic 2020 project, which will see Sonic news being announced on the 20th of every month this year. So we're going to get a lot of new Sonic stuff.
Sonic.
That's about it. We don't know really anything. The first
every month.
The first thing that we learned about was the Sonic stuff, the Sonic movie stuff. So
Sonic Loot Crate.
nothing really.
Collect on that IP.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they haven't really done much with it. They've released like 4 games in the past like long time.
It's been a while.
Been a while.
It's been a while. At least in this past console generation, there's been like 4 Sonic games. So one of them has been fantastic. One of them's been so bad it's good. And the other 2 were forgettable. This is a segment I like to call Oops, Too Many Gokus. So Dragon Ball FighterZ is a video game, as we all know. It's a pretty good video game. It's a great fighting game. Play it. It's really good. Well, it looks like Dragon Ball FighterZ is going to get one more DLC character. And that's going to be Ultra Instinct Goku. On to the next story. That game now has... Okay, so let me go back to the GameSpot article real quick, because they go over all the Goku characters in this game. Okay. This was...
Nate, are you okay?
What?
Yeah, I'm trying to fucking fix my goddamn monitor. And
Oh, okay. Sorry.
you're good.
All right. So, this is the 8th Goku in this game. Not counting Bardock. So, Ultra Instinct Goku will join a roster that includes Super Saiyan Goku, Super Saiyan Blue Goku, Goku Black, Base Goku, Super Saiyan Blue Vegito, which is Goku and Vegeta fused, Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta, Goku fused, but with Goku and Vegeta fused, but with a different method, and Kid Goku from Dragon Ball GT. That's oops, too many Gokus. Next segment is what I like to call motherfuckers playing with my heart. Long story short, I'm not even going to open the articles because it's just going to hurt me in the end. Konami might be making another Silent Hill game, and by might be, they're probably not going to. It's probably going to be another. It's going to be another pachinko machine, and I'm going to be sad.
Supposedly the rumors are going.
Well, it's not going to be good. Doesn't
Well,
have
rumor
Norman
mill.
Reedus, Guillermo del Toro, and Hideo Kojima. We already got that game. There's a new game coming out for the PlayStation 4. A game called Little Town Hero. We wouldn't be talking about Little Town Hero if it had something big involved with it. Little Town Hero is a game made by Game Freak, the company that makes Pokemon. So this will be the first game made by the Pokemon developers on another console other than Nintendo. It's already coming out on the Switch, but this is coming out on the PS4, at least in Japan. Came out in October. It's going to drop in Japan in April 23rd. No word yet of if or when it's coming to the US. Big thing about Little Town Hero is that Toby Fox made some of the music for it. The Undertale guy. More Xbox Game Pass games are going to be added. Here is the list. The PC is getting Plague's Tale, Grease, and Childs of Mortia. I hear that Grease and Plague's Tale are absolutely fantastic and everyone should play it. And Xbox, the console, is getting Plague's Tale, Children of Morta and Grease. Or wait, no. Wait, hold on. Hold on, I read that. Oh, okay. So Game Pass for Xbox One: Plague's Tale, Indivisible, Sea Salt, Fishing Sim World Pro Tour. And games that are leaving are Middle Earth: Shadows of Mordor, Resident Evil 4, Saints Row the Third, The Division, and Tomb Raider Definitive Edition. So play those games if you haven't yet, and play Plague's Tale and Innocence. Pretty good. And finally, it's not gaming related. Well, it is sort of kind of gaming related. You guys remember when we talked about the Super Nintendo World at Universal Studios Japan
Yeah.
and how everyone's super hyped for it
Mhm.
because you get to play Mario. You get to be Mario in real life, IRL. Well, hey, it's coming stateside.
What?
Yeah.
Hey,
So
I,
here's from IGN.
Sure is.
Yeah, so it's going to be a part of the upcoming Epic Universe theme park in Orlando, Florida. The Epic Universe park is set to open in 2023. So guess what? We're going to have to go.
yeah, we
That's gonna be
are.
awesome.
And apparently it's going to make its way eventually to Universal Studios in Hollywood and Singapore. But
That'd be awesome.
yeah, that's cool. I guess it gives me a reason to go down to Florida.
Nice. Other than Jeff.
I'm not gonna be here when that
He's
happens.
not going to be
Oh,
here when that
sure.
happens.
But we'll come back and we'll stay here.
Okay, man.
Yeah.
I'll see if I can find somebody to put us up
Airbnb.
or that.
I got
That's
a few
freaking
things, Mark,
cool
and then if you want to
looking.
go, I'll say a few things, then you can do your thing, Mark. So,
okay.
the coronavirus is
Oh, boy.
a national outbreak virus that's going on right now.
The
It's
coronavirus.
respiratory infection, things along those lines.
Goddamn umbrella.
Who knew how that actually plays into video games? But it does. Plague Inc. It's a digital game about creating and spreading contagious
Oh
pathogens
boy.
around the world. And every time there is some kind of outbreak, this game increases its numbers by almost 200%. This time is different. They're up 1,000% to the point where their servers crashed,
Nice.
and they released a statement on our web. Hey everybody, our servers for multiplayer and custom scenario struggling to cope with the very high player number. We're working hard to bring things up. We apologize for any inconvenience this has currently sustained. And because of that, not the FCC, but the video game company urged players not to go off the warnings that the game gives you of how the viruses affect people, because people, I guess, they spread the plagues and they utilize that information and think that's actually how it works. So the video game company actually had to come out and say,
This is just a video game, guys.
yes, the current coronavirus outbreak is a very real, affecting a huge number of people. The game makers, we always recommend that players get their information directly from local and global health professionals and not the game. We understand you utilize this to help figure out how things are spread, but this is not a means of learning real life viruses. So, if you want to know what the coronavirus is, don't get it from plague.inc. Look it up, and they can help you on there. I personally have never played this game, but I know I've seen it's got a ton of downloads. It's super
I played
popular.
the shit out of it back when it was like
Oh yeah.
back when it was on like addicting games or something like that.
Yeah.
Back when it was a flash game.
Yeah, that's funny that they actually released it. Anytime that there's an outbreak of some sorts, our game increases just tenfold.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. I made a virus once that basically
Did you call it gutter
turned
oil?
you into Santa Claus. Huh?
Did you call it gutter oil?
No, but that's a great idea.
There you go.
The gutter oil incident.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. Apex Legends. Yes, that's still around. Season 4 just released today. Yes. Apex Legends is getting a new character, Forge. Forge.
Big swole guy.
Yep. Forge is an ex-MMA fighter who joins Apex sponsorships of Hammond Robotics, one of the major corporations in Titanfall and Titanfall 2.
Mm-hmm.
So there's
They're
that.
the ones that make the legs that help you run across walls.
He murders Crypto. So Crypto is no longer the game as Forge kills him.
Nice.
They have
Which one was Crypto?
He was the tech hacker, dude.
Yeah.
So what
The
if you bought
cocky one?
crypto?
No.
No, not Mirage.
He had No. Crypto
Oh.
was newer. He had a drone that basically you could spot out enemies throughout the whole entire game, which a lot of
wow.
people thought was cheating. And it had an NPC, not NPC breaker, but I can't remember what it is. But basically, you take your drone and you explode it over your teammates,
Oh.
and it destroyed their shield.
Mm.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like
So-
an EMP, basically.
Yeah, EMP. There we go. Yeah, it became an EMP. You blew it over the enemy, and it took away their shield, and you run in and kill them.
Well,
So-
that's one hell of a way to remove a character. Yeah, this other character straight murdered him.
So here's my question: if anyone bought that character,
They're fucked. Doesn't matter.
oh, that's the worst. That's such an EA move.
You don't think that they'd like credit them the
New
Credit it back.
season.
No.
It's technically a new game.
You had to
Yeah,
buy.
that's
You had to buy that character. I guess they could be like, you didn't have to buy the character. So
That's a
Like, oh,
shitty
okay.
thing
Well, I
to
don't
do.
have to buy any of the other
How
characters.
about we give you
Yeah.
1,000 credits instead? At our
I
The-
could see them
not even
doing
the
that,
premium
maybe.
currency.
Yeah, you would think they would do that, give you some kind of premium currency of some sort.
Nah, it's EA.
I'm sure
they
they
wouldn't.
didn't just leave them high and then.
Oh, they probably did. I'm cynical. It's
maybe.
EA. They're a cynical company. They
I
killed
know,
Vis-
I know.
They killed Visceral. They're a piece of shit company.
They brought back the original map with the dinosaurs. You can now pick which world you want to go to. You can either go to the original one or you can. But it's you can't pick. Sorry, it's random. So you either go to either world. So
I
that's
haven't-
kind of cool, I guess.
I haven't booted up that game in months.
Yeah, me either. I don't even have it on my computer right now.
But yeah, that game, new release, new guns, new maps, and new ranking system as well. So that's kind of cool. Call of Duty, they just released another update. Their next season is coming soon, about like another 2 weeks. And they will be releasing the roadmap for the future. And it comes to what they are releasing in terms of content, bug fixes. They just released a huge update a couple days ago. I think, Mark, you're the one that posted about it. Like,
How,
How
big
much-
was it?
48 gigs.
something
I remember
stupid like that for
correctly.
PC. Yeah. They fixed a lot, which is awesome. The different loadouts, gunfight tournaments, things along those lines. And speaking of Call of Duty and Hearthstone, they're moving to YouTube exclusively.
Interesting.
Starting today, Activision has partnered with Google to move every esports team of Hearthstone and Call of Duty to exclusively stream only on YouTube.
Interesting.
All the leagues, all the shows, all the tournaments that they have will now be airing only on YouTube. So I didn't know Call of Duty had an esports league, but I guess it would
They
make
do.
sense that they did. But yeah, Hearthstone and Call of Duty will now be only streamed on.
That's crazy,
YouTube.
actually. That's insane.
That's a good pickup by YouTube.
Yeah, it is. That's crazy.
Sorry, not Hearthstone. Overwatch.
Oh,
The
that's even
Overwatch
bigger.
League?
Yeah, it's even bigger.
Sorry, yeah,
If not
sorry,
just as big.
Exclusive? So
Yeah,
the exclusive.
exclusively-
Wow.
Yeah. Sorry, not Hearthstone. Overwatch. Yeah, Overwatch and Call of Duty leagues will exclusively only stream on YouTube in the new deal they made with Google.
You know, I think that's the way they should go. These companies should go. Instead of signing creators to like different areas, different, like Mixer or YouTube or Facebook, God forbid, if you get it signed
Yeah.
to Facebook, or
Oh my gosh.
they should do games like the esports. I think
Yep.
that's more profitable.
Yeah, Blizzard Activision has partnered with Google in a deal that will exclusively take. Oh yeah, it does include Hearthstone. Call of Duty, Overwatch, and Hearthstone esports leagues to stream exclusively on
Ooh,
YouTube. So all
that's
three.
gonna that's gonna
kill Twitch.
ooh, that's gonna
It's
really
not gonna
hurt him.
kill it, but it's not.
It's going to punch him right in the face.
Yeah. The only thing left is League of Legends on Twitch.
In Dota.
Dota, yeah.
Dota's just
Yep.
as big as League.
It is a multi-year deal that will move Call of Duty League, Overwatch League, and more, the Activision and Blizzard, from Twitch over to YouTube.
Is Twitch
Wow.
over? Question mark.
So yeah, that's huge.
Yes.
Yeah,
That is
that
absolutely
is
huge.
big. That's crazy.
Yep, that starts
Well.
today. So good for them, because that's some big stuff right there. So
I know it doesn't seem like a proper platform, to be honest. I feel like Twitch is more appropriate for that. I mean, I get that. Yeah, it was a big move. That's very interesting. It's going to be interesting to see what that does to the YouTube gaming sphere. But it's I could be wrong, but I feel like most people go to YouTube for produced content and they go to Twitch for the live experience.
Yeah.
And now you're bringing that live experience over to YouTube. Well, if YouTube, what are they going to do? Are they going to start?
YouTube just rebuilt their whole live interface.
They
actually.
did. It's actually
did they?
It's usable now.
Because this,
I don't know.
Well, okay, hold the phone there, Chief. It's a lot more usable than it was.
yeah.
yeah,
Okay, so
yeah. I've only seen it a few times. I haven't really I mean, I see it when I
Their
put this on, but I haven't messed with much of it yet.
Their creator dashboard has really changed for the better, in my opinion. I used to hate it,
Oh,
and
that's
then
good.
actually playing with it, it's a lot better. It's
Oh,
more
good.
streamlined.
Is it that the dashboard that's been in beta for like the last 4 years?
Yeah,
How every time you go, it looks dramatically different, and it says, I feel like it said beta for the last
yeah. Now
Yeah,
it's just a bunch of
since
boxes.
I started.
It's a bunch
Yeah.
of boxes make it easier to upload.
Interesting.
But yeah, so yeah, that is taking effect now. So you'll no longer see any of those sports leagues on Twitch.
It's gonna be interesting to see what happens to the numbers. Yeah. Over the course of
Well-
the next week or so, I'll take a peek in on it and see.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So good for them. Obviously, that's a huge deal with partnering with Google. So that was their thing. So they didn't partner with YouTube, but they partnered with Google, which is the parent company.
Well,
So
Right.
yeah,
same thing.
Yeah.
But a lot of people like, well, I signed with YouTube. They deal with like streamers deal with YouTube, and they don't deal with Google themselves. While Activision's
Right.
dealing with Google themselves.
that's more
And
of a
then-
business deal.
And then Google's probably
Yeah.
yeah.
pushing
Which-
it down to YouTube.
Which
Yeah.
then in that case they don't deal with Google, they deal with Alphabet.
Yeah.
Mm.
So yeah,
Interesting.
they're dealing with the parent company, which then puts them on YouTube. So which makes it a bigger ordeal than dealing with strictly YouTube. So, but good for them though.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty big. Two more quick things, and then you can go, Mark.
problem.
Microsoft, they are talking about potentially releasing a launched Superman exclusive game. One of the Microsoft creators posted a logo with an S on his shirt saying "Coming at E3 2020." It's speculation about what it could mean, but it looked like exactly like the Superman logo.
Superman 64 2.
But yeah, it's unknown if that's actually what it means, but it's obviously part of the rumor mill. It's a big red Superman S. This is exactly what it looks like. And it says more to come E3 2020. So we'll probably know more exactly what's coming out on the Xbox, what's going to be exclusive, what's not. They're going to go. Microsoft's the only big company that's going to be there.
Yeah.
So-
Well, Nintendo isn't going to be there.
Yeah. So once again, E3 is going to be ran by Microsoft and Bethesda. So,
NDA.
well, you know what I mean? Yeah. So other than that, and as well, Alan Wake is now back on the Microsoft Store if you want to play it.
Good for them.
So that is just dropped today. And go ahead, Mark. I know you have some stuff.
Okie dokie. Yeah, mine should be pretty quick. So there was an alleged leak of a prototype Xbox Series X console that was going around Twitter. On the back of the console, it showed a handful of pretty fun ports, such as the AC port, one HDMI port, an Ethernet, two USB ports, and then a single like fiber optic cable for sound. So no display port, nothing too crazy. I know a handful of people were expecting to also have the features from the Xbox One for 2 display ports, but it might not be there.
Yeah, well, yeah, I think they're going to focus this less on a home entertainment system and more of just a game system.
Yeah,
because the other one was just an HDMI input.
Yeah, it would have been cool if they still implemented that feature in their later consoles instead of still making it the focus. It's just instead of getting rid of it completely.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Like people that had old Xboxes might have had integrated that into their console setup or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm just trying to.
You're just reporting.
Just talking about shit. And a lot of people are like, hey, this could probably be fake. But like on Twitter, a dude actually tried registering that with Microsoft and was able to successfully register the prototype.
The guy who
specific console.
I loved how the guy who leaked it did not blur out the serial number.
Yeah, it's all right there.
That guy's gonna get in trouble.
Perfect.
He's gonna get in a lot of trouble.
So that's what's going on with the Xbox there. We'll see if there's anything else whenever it comes around. Looks like Rocket League is ending support for Mac and Linux. So looks like they're going to be putting out the final patch in March for both Mac and Linux, which will disable all online functionality for all players on Mac and Linux, but will leave offline features such as local matches and split screen play to be accessible. If you purchased Rocket League for Mac and Linux on Steam, the game will still be fully functional on your computer if you play it using a Windows 7 machine or newer. Oof. Yeah. Apparently that's to allow for technologies to advance, where it's apparently a lot more difficult to implement those technologies in the Unix environment in Mac and Linux. Cool. I don't know. It's annoying. I'm just talking about it. And it looks like Tinder implemented a panic button feature. So whenever you have a bad date or something like that, you need to get some help really quick, you got a button right there for you. The only thing that kind of sucks with it is that whenever you use it, they collect pretty much all the data that they can about you within the app, such as location, all of your messaging, personal data that they collected with the app, all that sort of stuff. And then they also sell it to third parties because, you agreed to that whenever you signed up to the app, is having your data sent to third parties because every company wants to do that now.
So not only has your date gone horribly wrong,
yeah,
you're going to be getting calls from India for the next 3 weeks.
Who knows where your information went? And you might get targeted at about, so and so,
stun guns and pepper mace,
that sort of shit.
Things the
local moms in your area.
Feeling lonely? Try out this crazy new game. You're like, oh, dang.
You won't last 5 minutes.
That's all that I have for news. Nothing too crazy.
Who likes Half-Life?
It's all right. It's an okay game.
You want to play every single game for free?
Of course, I want to play every single game for free.
You can now download every single Half-Life game for free until April 1st.
Get out of here.
Valve is giving you a chance to catch up on all your Half-Life lore by playing every single game in its entirety for free until first.
They're doing that.
Go ahead.
They're doing that because they're giving you all the mother games for free because you have to dish out the loot for a freaking
index.
Yeah, in order to play the new one.
Yep. So yeah, now is the time. You want to play it? Now is the time. Final Fantasy VII was supposed to be released in 2 weeks. Not 2 weeks, a month. But unfortunately, it's got delayed. If you pre-ordered it on Square Enix's website, your pre-order got canceled. which means that you have received an email from them giving you approximately 1 month to reconfirm your pre-order, or it gets canceled completely and you lose the game. So, if you pre-ordered on the Square Enix's website, you need to make sure you pay attention for your reconfirmation email, or your pre-order gets canceled.
That's just like the Nintendo thing in Germany recently about returning games.
Yep. Yeah, so that's huge. A lot of people, if they're not paying attention, think they're getting the game, and that's not going to arrive because your pre-order got canceled, which is stupid. I don't know why that is, but unfortunately, it said it's an issue with the system because of due to the delay. It just errors out the system, which will cancel your pre-order. It'll basically act like you didn't get the game, you didn't pick it up. So if you did, make sure you check your email. Little segment I like to call the rumor meal. This is the inaugural episode. Bunch of games rumored to be in production and being currently made. Resident Evil 8 it looks like it is finally on its way, if the rumors are accurate.
Resident
It
Evil
has been
7
in
was good.
development. What'd you say?
Resident Evil 7 was good.
Supposedly it has been in the works since the late 2016. It has been confirmed that there has been a version in development since 2016, but they have kind of revamped it, and they wanted to reboot the project so that it is up to date, newer, and refreshed. And it has been confirmed via Twitter that they are working on something, but is not known. They're working on another game, but it is not known if it is Resident Evil 8, but it most likely is. Last of Us Part 2 has listed a bunch of jobs on its website, which rumored that they are releasing it to PC. The jobs include a DirectX 12 editor, as well as an NVIDIA editor, and PC gaming experience editor. So it is possible that Last of Us Part 2 is coming to PC, because why else would you add those positions for this game?
Yeah, I mean, it's to this point, I feel like Sony's just going to release all their big exclusives also on PC at this point. Stop what?
I don't want. Why? Why would they remove the ideology of having?
Look at Nintendo and Microsoft.
Yeah,
Like
that's more
all the
people
companies
playing
doing
these
it.
experiences.
Yeah.
Then there's no reason to get a PlayStation.
What if you don't
You're
want to get a
shooting yourself in
PlayStation?
the foot.
Hey, they're
The
still making
companies
money
are
off
shooting
of the.
themselves in the foot.
They're
They don't
still
make money
making.
off the consoles.
No, they're still going to make money off the software sales
Yeah, I get what you're saying. It's like
Sony
what's
loses
the
money.
point of it? Like,
when they buy
Yeah,
you buy
I
a
know.
PlayStation. They lose money that first like 3 years.
yeah. But I get what he's saying though. It's like, okay, I want a PlayStation exclusive. I'll just buy it on PC and never get a PlayStation 5. Like, I think that's what he's saying. It's not
There are
saying that.
There are people who only get new consoles or only get things because they want these new games specifically dedicated to that console.
Yeah.
That's just going to drop their first 3 years even harder. Then
So
they're going to lose even more money.
Well, I don't know about that. They might actually save some money because, like, the PS3 or no, the PS4 when that
Balance
came out.
of that point.
Yeah, when
Yeah,
the
maybe.
PS4 came out, that cost Sony like $800, and it was released for like $400. It was like
Right.
600
so,
or 800.
Well, at that point, you don't have to worry about getting out so many consoles that you're able to sell so many games for that console. You're just worried about game sales, which there's a higher margin on,
Exactly.
or a margin in general.
If
it's all about that bottom dollar.
I think this is great.
Bottom line. So, yeah, they are adding PC jobs to The Last of Us Part 2. So, obviously, it's not. They haven't come out and said it's coming to PC. But at the end of the day, why would you add PC jobs to that game?
Well,
to develop.
the rumors have also been
So-
going around about Horizon Zero Dawn also coming to PC,
Yep,
and
yep.
Death Stranding's coming to PC this year in a few
Mhm.
months. You know, and
That
that's a
is.
Sony game. That's a Sony exclusive.
More rumors. New Paper Mario and Metroid games.
There's a new
Sure.
Paper Mario coming out.
It's rumored that it said on Twitch, Sabi, I don't know who that is. SABI said that New Paper Mario
Hey.
is going back to how it was in 2020. It suggests that it's going back to its roots. Plumbers spin-off series.
The last
yeah, it
Paper
was an
Mario game was
RPG
trash.
version. What?
The last Paper
The
Mario
last
game
one?
was trash. Yeah,
Ah,
Sticker
maybe, I
Star?
think it was the
on the Wii U.
okay. Oh yeah, okay.
Bring it back to the Thousand Year Door. That was fantastic.
Yeah,
I played that a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah,
they're gonna
also,
make the Mario RPG game remake.
Oh, I
using
wish.
the Paper Mario assets.
I wish they would remake
that
Thousand
would
Year
be
Door,
awesome. Wouldn't that be cool?
or not Thousand Year Door. Legend of the Seven
Um,
Stars.
it's also the leaker also claimed that a new 2D Metroid game, not to be confused with Metroid Prime 4, but a 2D Metroid game is in the works. So,
I'd
That's
probably
awesome.
buy it.
the last piece of rumor mill, last week, was it 2 weeks ago? Nintendo had their Super Smash Direct, and they talked about the next character that is coming out, but they won't say what. It has been leaked that the DLC pass will start with Crash Bandicoot. It has been said
Maybe, I
after
could
they
kinda see
added
it.
Banjo and Banjo and Kazooie, that they are branching out because if you recall earlier this year, Crash Bandicoot, the 3 games released on the Nintendo Switch.
They also had
Crash did?
yeah.
Yeah.
They also had
Crash was
Two.
a Sony thing.
not anymore. After Crash 3, Vivendi Universal, basically Naughty Dog was like, all right, we don't want to make this game anymore. So the parent company, the publisher, Vivendi Universal, was like, okay, we'll just take it.
Shop
and-
it around.
Yeah,
Didn't Naughty Dog still own Crash of the Titans?
no, they didn't make Crash of the Titans.
They need to remake Clay Fighter.
No, they
Yeah.
don't.
They need to do.
No, they don't.
Yeah, it is rumored
No, they
that
Purple
Platter. the first DLC expansion after this latest update will have Crash Bandicoot inside the game.
Well, I mean, like, Smash Bros. Has become the Oscars
They have Cloud from Final Fantasy VII, so
I know.
Yeah, it's become a who's who of video games. It's
Pretty
become
much.
the Oscars of the video game world.
Just waiting for them to add Sackboy.
I know, right?
they added Cuphead.
if you're not
so-
in, yeah, right. If you're not in it, then
yeah.
Who knows?
I don't even. Why are you like?
Last
Pack your
piece.
shit up.
Marvel is rumored that Spider-Man 2 is in develop at Sony and we release. Last piece of rumor news: Star Wars: Knights of the Old Republic sequel is reportedly in works at EA. It is. So for those who liked those Knights of the Old Republic games, you might be getting a second one.
Well,
KOTOR 2.
well, yeah, it would be 3.
You get a
Would it be
special
3?
guest.
Yeah, because they already made KOTOR 2.
Yeah.
It wasn't as good as 1, from what I hear. I still haven't played those games.
A couple other things. Going back to last week, we talked about a lot of delays. Dying Light 2 has been delayed indefinitely. They have removed any aspect of release, and they do not know when they were going to release it. It is said because they don't know. They want to make a game that's good, and they don't want to give you a date and miss that date, so they're just going to tell you it's not going to be released.
So it's canceled. It's never coming
So,
out.
They didn't say it was canceled. They just
It's never
they
coming
want to
out.
make a good game.
It's not coming out.
Yeah, it's not coming out. That's bigwig talk for it's never coming out.
Yeah, that's the code.
Let's not admit defeat and just say, "Oh, no, event."
What was that they said?
I think you're just making noise.
Yeah.
Hearthstone has a VR prototype. It lets you throw the cards at your opponent and flip the table.
Nice.
Cool.
I've been waiting
Tabletop
for
sim.
that
Yeah.
feature for so long.
So,
So, you know,
I
there's
would-
definitely, in my opinion, there's 100% not enough table going on in the world today. Like,
I
since
can't.
video games came around, think about what the ratio of people, like, think about the businesses in the table repairmen that were unable to provide their families Christmas.
Who the fuck
gaming
is a
industry.
table repairman?
See, that's my point.
you tell
Since
me.
the age of video games and
who
computers,
goes around
table
and
flipping
fixes tables?
numbers have dropped substantially.
You just go to Home Depot and buy a new.
No, you hire a guy who's like, oh, okay,
No,
you guys are
yeah,
playing
I'll fix
Uno.
it.
I understand
I'll fix it right.
entirely. Like, yeah.
The only
That's a nice
thing
bit
that
of
So-
marketing you got there.
the only
Right.
thing I could ever imagine is
Pull out that walnut.
window repairmen come in and see Monopoly scattered across. I'm like, all right, I understand. There's no table repairmen.
Oh yeah. Well, not anymore. I mean,
No,
think of
Grandma threw the chair through the window because Grandpa was hiding the pink 50s.
No, we were fucking playing Uno and we flipped the table and broke it in half.
exactly. He's like, oh, okay, we got a code one.
But yeah, they released the prototype to people who sign up for the beta. But yeah, it actually lets you take the cards and throw them at your opponent and
Man,
get pissed
I
and flip
can't.
the table over.
I can't wait for the first person to bring their VR rig to a Hearthstone tournament, like national tournament, and make it to like grand finals and just start yeeting cards at their opponent.
That'd be fucking hilarious. That'd be so great. Last piece of news. Well, actually, I have a side one for Nate. You just bought your Elgato, right? You
I
bought
did.
the one that connects.
Unfortunately,
Yeah, the internal one is on sale for $200 on Amazon.
F.
I wanted to let you know that.
that's still expensive.
That
It's
is
$400, isn't it?
So are you probably talking about the 4K model then?
Yeah, the Pro.
So regardless,
Oh, it
due
wouldn't
to our specific set of
Said doo-doo.
circumstances,
I wasn't sure what you
that's
paid,
way
so that's
too
why.
high.
I got
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
I wasn't sure
Well-
what you paid.
It also
The
wouldn't
only
fit in
reason
your motherboard either.
Yeah, because I don't have a fucking second PCIe slot. Pissed.
So I was just making sure you didn't pull a James, because James is like, he gets something.
Fuck.
A week later, it's on sale or it's free. So that's why I wanted to bring it up. Last piece. New York's the state of New York is on track to ban cashless stores and restaurants.
I think
Really?
they already did it, to be
Um,
honest.
So
they're passing the
dropped.
Yeah, I think
so
it already passed. I'm not exactly sure. I'll check.
It just
lovely
dropped.
regression.
yeah. So San Francisco
New
and
York.
Philadelphia already have it voted in that it requires all brick and mortar stores to accept cash. You cannot be a restaurant or a store where you only accept Apple Pay or debit or credit cards.
That's weird that
wait.
San Francisco would do that.
Yeah.
I guess
No,
I
I mean it even
misunderstood.
says it. It says it on the dollar bill. I mean, it actually it comes down to like a classic right we have to choose not to suck ourselves into this technology, because even on the bill it says this is legal tender for all. What is it? Domestic debts or something like that.
I didn't know there were places that didn't accept cash.
Yeah, there's there's like your juice bars, things along those lines that don't accept cash. It's card only.
I went to Jamba Juice in New York and I was fine. I got a
Yeah.
$20 bill.
There's a bunch of places here in Tucson
Really?
that don't
Huh.
accept cash. Yeah.
The New
What
York
the
City
fuck?
Council voted on Thursday to prohibit it.
Okay, so yeah, it did pass. Yeah, a lot of people are saying it's a humiliating experience where they go order their drinks or whatever, and they go to hand them cash, and the people look at them and stare at them, saying, "No, we don't accept that."
But-
yeah,
All right, here's the thing: we live in the year 2020.
But
Everyone
who
has,
doesn't take money?
Yeah, cash
you-
is a standard.
I don't know.
but we're kind of phasing that out.
No,
That's the nail right on the head. Who the hell doesn't? Like,
yeah, like
Every
it's
time,
money.
every time at work, someone
that's money.
whips- every time someone whips out a
You don't want my
checkbook
money?
at work, I just groan. I'm like, it's
I understand that.
It's
that
20.
takes a day or two to go through. They can bounce. There's a lot
Yeah.
of stuff. Just
But,
cash
like,
is like so direct. It's like
cold
here's
hard
$5.
cash.
but cash
Yeah.
is so expensive.
Right.
It's so
I think-
expensive to deal with.
a lot of
But
companies
cash
though.
is cheap to make.
But for the shop owner, it's not. It can be expensive to deal with because they have to deposit it.
Yeah,
you
and that's the
gotta
thing.
lock it
Like,
up.
people, you have to go to the bank, you have to deposit it, you have to fill out certain things. Like when I was a manager at McDonald's, we had
You have to pay.
we had to have a safe. We had to drive the money that we counted to the bank every day. Best Buy, someone comes and picks it up. McDonald's, we didn't. We had to drive it to the bank. You don't take cash. You don't got to do that.
Yeah.
things along
Most
those lines.
places have
I don't
always
know the
had to do a deposit
I
though.
can't imagine it's that expensive to.
and
To
I,
drive one car to like,
well,
Don't
not
you
even
also- don't you have to pay for online payments too?
yeah, you have to do digital deposits.
yeah,
Not
and
as
you
The
have-
expensive as
Square
hiring
things, those take money.
not
Yeah.
as expensive as hiring someone to either go out to
Well, it's not their
Bumfucked
dedicated
Egypt.
job.
no,
Yes,
but then you also got the liability. What if they get into an accident?
Yeah, and at the end of the day too, like I
Fuck
think
it.
balancing checkbooks on a digital scale is easier than doing cash as well, because on the digital
you-
you swipe a card, that Square takes and tells you what all the transactions.
Mhm.
While you have
Yeah, but-
cash, now you got to figure that in. And I think for business standpoint, newer businesses are saying it's easier for them.
For smaller businesses,
Yeah.
I mean, it's a much better option just to go card only or
If I
Apple
ever
Pay
walk
only.
if I ever walk into a building and they say don't take cash, they're never fucking seeing my face again.
Yeah,
Like,
there's quite
obviously
often, though,
it's that whole ideology of you don't matter, but like still like fuck that place.
it's a lot of like healthy places that do it here. A lot of juice places, a lot of
Hipster places.
yeah. You guys have one on 12th Street that I don't know what it's called, but they sell
There's a
like
juice
healthy,
bar there.
yeah, juice bar, things like that. It's like that where you go in, you get like a vegan meal, things along those lines. That's what a lot of them are shops like that. Co-op, for example, not like actual co-op where you go shopping, but you know how you go to co-op and you can buy like the healthy foods. That's what it is. A lot of restaurants like that where it's healthy food options are the ones that
So
are doing
the places that like reap your pockets anyhow.
it. Yeah, pretty much. So, but yeah, a lot of San Francisco passed it a couple months ago. Philadelphia passed it. New York, as a state, has passed it. They're the first actual state to pass that. So, I don't know what it'll do financially to businesses.
Again, I'm sorry, guys. I got a fucking issue with my goddamn fucking mixer and Discord not wanting to talk to each other.
Oh,
Hold
James
on,
is really
get
big
back.
now.
I don't know what happened there. Apologize for that. But I don't know,
We all
like-
appear on one little tiny screen.
I don't
It's
know
sad.
what it'll do for the companies, though some of them will go out of business. I don't see why they would, because they're still accepting money. But yeah, that was kind of the odds and end news that I had to.
I got
wanted
a
to
question
share.
for you, Walker.
Yeah, what's up?
So I did a little research because like I still like to fuck with Apex. It's neat and whatnot. So what exactly? Where did you see that Forge killed Crypto? Because from what I was reading, Revenant actually killed Forge, and the idea is that Forge is a carbon copy of his original body, and it's this Revenant character that is technically running the show more or less, and he like Forge was assassinated on live TV. I
Maybe
couldn't
that's
find
what it was.
anything. I couldn't because I was curious. I was like, well, did they actually just like remove a character and fuck everyone? But it doesn't say anything about Forge killing Crypto. I couldn't find it anywhere, so I was just very curious.
But I probably just misread the one article. You're probably right. So let me read a different one here. Let me see.
If they do release this one character, really,
Is Revan in the game?
Revenant's not in the game yet. He is technically he was data mined. He's full blown in this like in the data. Like he's there. Like he's even on the Apex wiki as a actual character. When
So,
he's
yeah,
gonna
you're
get
right.
implemented, they're not sure.
Yeah.
But,
No, you're right. I'm stupid. I just misread it.
No, you're good.
They talked about Crypto's getting something, so
Okay.
he was involved somewhere in the storyline. But it says I found another one. Apex Legends individuals wanted Reverend so bad that they decided to have him murder Forge, and they gave us Forge. So yeah, that's pretty much what
And
it
you
is.
can even find his body in the game and loot him.
Yeah.
Which is pretty interesting.
You have his
Like
death
not
box.
just like characters. Yeah, you can find his actual death box from that episode, like that little snippet, and just loot his body, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, you're right.
Um,
I was wrong.
No,
yeah,
you're good.
they said I'm reading back the other article. Crypto was involved, but it doesn't say how he was involved.
I imagine he probably had something to do with Revenant being like in existence or something. And it looks like Revenant hit like sentience and just became a straight up fucking like cold hard killer.
Yeah,
He's really
that makes
interesting.
more sense.
character. Like
So-
he has
So people aren't going to
different-
get screwed. So that was my
Well, that's good.
horrible news commentating. So I apologize about
No,
that.
you're
God-
good.
God damn it, Walker.
Fucking A. Does anybody got any lists or anything like that they want to share?
I don't.
And we have
I
our
don't.
podcast is under 2 hours.
I mean,
No, I'm fine with the 2. I'm just saying if anybody has anything else they
I
want to
can't
add.
think of any. Actually, let me see if this one list that I was kind of looking at the other day is still available.
While we're doing that, James, while he's looking at that, James, you want
Yeah. Let's take a look at releases. So today the game Stone comes out on Xbox One. Tomorrow, Warcraft 3 Reforged comes out on PC and Mac. It Came from Space and 8 Brains comes out tomorrow as well. Kentucky Route
looks like,
Zero TV edition
Minecraft
comes.
characters.
It kind of does. Ugh. Kentucky Route Zero TV edition comes out for the Switch and PS4. Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire comes out for PS4 and PC. The Coma 2 Vicious Sisters comes out on the PC tomorrow. Journey to the Savage Planet comes out for the PC and PS4 tomorrow. DCL the game, the Drone Champion League, comes out for PC on the 28th, which is tomorrow. Coffee Talk comes out for the PC and Switch on the 29th. Lone Runner Legacy comes out for the PS4 on the 29th. Music Racer comes out for the PS4 and Xbox One on the 29th. Cook,
Darius has a lot.
Cook Serve Delicious 3 comes to early access on the PC on the 29th. Prison Princesses, that looks like my kind of game right there. That comes out on the Switch on the 30th.
Bunch of animated boobies. in case you wanna know
Damn
what I'm
straight.
talking about. Switch is fucking balling right now. Holy shit.
Skellboy comes out for the PC and Switch on the 30th. Sister Royale comes out for Switch and PS4 on the 30th. Speaking Simulator comes out for the Switch and PC on the, you guessed it, the 30th. The Incredible Adventures of Van Helsing comes out for the PS4 on the 30th. Coffee Talk comes out for the PS4 and Xbox One on the 30th. Never Again comes out for the Switch on the 30th. Patapon 2 Remastered comes out for the PS4 on the 30th. Much love for that game, the PSP game. Code Shifters comes out for the PC and Switch on the 30th. Arc of Alchemist comes out for the PS4 and the Switch on the 30th. Bookbound Brigade comes out for the PS4 and PC on the 30th. Labyrinth of the Witch comes out for the PC on the, you guessed it, the 30th.
So many games on the 30th.
Accent
He's not
Hearts
done.
comes out for the Switch on the 30th. And finally, on the 30th, the last game of the 30th, we're done. Avery Attorney. That looks... Oh, that is a bunch of attorney birds. Coming out for the
It
Switch
is.
on the 30th. 31st comes Hyperdot on the Xbox One and Linux. Ash of the Gods Redemption comes out for the PS4 on the 31st. Witty Jetman
Shit.
Astronomy's Revenge. Astronomonkeys
Monkeys.
Revenge. I'm sorry.
Piranha Monkey.
Switch to the PC on the 31st. Hypercharged Unboxed comes out for the Switch on the 31st. Ooh, Ascension comes out for the PS4 on the 31st. And when is this weekend?
First.
The first? Okay. That's it.
That's it. That's a fucking lot of games coming
I-
out this month.
Yeah, there is.
My favorite one is Ascension.
Movie, TV wise, not much. Lamp Life. It's a spin-off of Toy Story 4. It's based off Bo Peep. I'm assuming it tells you what happened to Bo Peep after Toy Story 2, because she wasn't in 3. And Toy Story 4 is the adventures of them finding her. Ragnarok Season 1 is a Netflix exclusive. I don't know what that is. And BoJack Horseman Season 6 Part 2 comes out on Netflix on the 31st.
Shit.
Taylor Swift's documentary comes out on the 31st, in case you want to go see it. Another Ted Bundy movie. Ted Bundy Falling for a Killer is the Amazon Prime exclusive now.
Not
Now that-
another Ted Bundy movie.
Netflix has 2 of them. they had the tapings of Dead Bundy, and then Extremely Awful and like Wicked, whatever, the one with Zac Efron.
Extremely shocking, vile, extremely shocking, evil, wicked, whatever the fuck the order of that is.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the third Ted Bundy movie in a year,
Nice.
which is interesting.
Ted
Wow.
Bundy's hot right now.
He is. Women thought he was hot back in the day, and then he killed 37 of them. So
Give us H.H. Holmes.
that's all that's coming out for there. And then next Sunday is the Super Bowl. By the time we do this podcast, the Super Bowl will be dead and gone.
Will it though?
Yeah, by the time it's posted, it'll be over.
Oh
It'll
yeah.
probably still be going when we start.
Team A would have defeated Team B.
It'll probably be like the fourth quarter. Did you find that list or no, Nate?
It's nothing interesting.
Okay.
We didn't really talk about the Kobe thing either.
Oh, we talked about it in the preamble.
That's true.
Yeah. Biggest thing for that.
That's the Patreon exclusive content.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That was anything for that. If you have any beefs with somebody, it's not worth it. Life's short. Make sure you live it up because it can end in a blink of an eye.
Mm-hmm.
Hold your loved
Wow.
ones close.
Fucking Deep Walker, real quick.
It was. No, it's shit. Like bringing it up really
Always
quick.
Deep
Though, like
Walker. Ooh.
I am. You are.
I guess that's a deep walk, if you ask me.
Oh,
As a parent, though, it hit me in a weird way, just because, like, you think about that shit, and it's just like fuck, dude.
Well-
Like, he died in 2 seconds with his daughter.
Well, that's kind of like I watched a video, a past live stream of Linus Tech Tips, where Linus was basically just talking about
his retirement one.
well, he was talking about the thought of it.
Yeah,
And-
yeah.
He was like saying that, you know, he got for the first time he got a Make-A-Wish thing. Like
Mhm.
they contacted him, and kid was like 12 years old and had leukemia, and the father sent him like a slideshow after, you know, everything was all said and done, and you know, Linus was saying the only thing that he could see in the pictures was his kids, and how terrible that would be for him. Like,
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
Kobe was 41. His daughter was 13, and they were going to literally do a basketball game. Like the day before, he tweeted out LeBron James broke his scoring record,
Mhm.
and then less than 12 hours later, like it felt weird. It was strange. Not
it makes you think, makes you
Yeah.
you know.
like
Hmm.
how embrace what you have and live it up as best you can. So, and to bring a little more back to the podcast, let's
If you hate your dead end job, go quit it. It's not worth it.
exactly.
Hmm.
Put in my
Live
2
life,
weeks
don't-
right now.
Don't live with regret. Don't live with biggest thing my uncle told me. Like, and actually, it sets with me. Don't live with regret. If you want to do something, do it.
Mhm.
Regardless of what it is. Don't sit there and wonder what if. Yes, I know everything costs money and it takes time and stuff along those lines, but make it work. Work a couple extra hours if you need to. Do something. Allow yourself to do the things you want to do, so you don't sit there and be like, "Man, I really should have done this." And by the time you do
Piggybacking?
it, it's too late.
Piggybacking kind of off that, minusing the if you work a little harder or whatever part of it. So not to like quote some super fucking rich entrepreneur, but he's like one of the people I actually like pay attention to and watch a lot of is Gary Vaynerchuk. One of the things he's always said that stuck with me is what I had just said essentially is if you're in a dead end, fucking quit it. There's no reason to do it. It's essentially if you quit, you'll find another one. There's literally thousands of them out there.
Mhm.
Take a break. Go figure your own shit out. Don't worry about trying to just always make ends meet. There's always a fallback. You have family. There's always something you can do. Pursue your own dreams instead of actually fucking just droning away for the rest of your
Mhm.
because that's why people are consistently depressed, unfulfilled, whatever it may be. Not to like get too into that aspect because I have another part that he talks about that goes into all that. But yeah, basically, I'm not telling anyone to just fucking stop working. But like, if you've like contemplated, if you contemplated enough, just see where it goes. Take like mental sabbatical. If you can't see yourself physically going back, don't fucking do it. Just do what you need to do. Follow.
And there's
your
a
own,
difference,
not,
too,
not a
between,
written
like,
path.
And like to go off what he said, and there's a difference between you going like, I hate working. Everyone hates working. No one likes
Yeah.
fucking working. To a difference where it's like,
I hate my job.
fucking hate this job. Like I literally like I walk in and I just cringe and I
Like
hate
to the point
myself.
where it makes you hate
Yeah.
yourself. Yeah,
Like
exactly.
Then there's a difference. So no one wants to work. Some people do. Don't get me wrong. Some people absolutely.
Even the people who like working don't like working. They happen to like their
Exactly.
environment. It's not the fact that they enjoy spending enough of their time not doing what they want to do with their
I
own
feel
life.
that.
Right. Like you could be doing like your dream job, but if it's not what you truly think you could be doing, no one likes working.
Yeah.
Even fucking YouTubers who are millionaires, like Felix, fucking PewDiePie, just took a goddamn. He just
He
basically
did.
quit for a little while.
Yeah, he's
So he's
taking
like,
a few
I'm
months
done.
break.
Well, even
Like-
look like Ninja and stuff like that. Even he's taken multiple weeks off just because
Mhm.
he's drained. Like it happens.
Everything fucking sucks. Just
Yeah.
be happy.
Exactly. But on that note, where can we find you guys? Where can we see you? Where can we love you, like, kiss you, hug you? James, you go first.
All right. Well, if you like Yakuza 0 and Final Fantasy 7, you should check out my YouTube channel, youtube.com/People8Studios. There's tons of videos on there that you can watch. Most of them aren't good. If you like, if you like Dragon Ball Z Kakarot and Jedi Fallen Order, you can take a look at that at twitch.tv/People8Studios. Most of the content's pretty above par on that one. And then, yeah, if you like to see the scribblings of a madman, go to Twitch or tweet at me at PeopleIHate10.
Every time you say that, I only think of the game you told me about.
What game?
The game where you have scribblings of a madman.
Oh, Covert Action. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's all that is. It's just scribblings of a madman.
Nice.
Gotta find those. I gotta find those people like the Stasis. I gotta find those goddamn Stasis in Poland.
Mark.
I stream sometimes. You can find me making content from time to time on Twitch and YouTube at Mark2701.
I like it. Nathaniel.
Fucking everything's YF Kitsune. Just YF KITSUNE. All social media platforms. You got the Instagrams, the Facebooks, Twitter, all of it.
But what about TikTok?
YF Kitsune. The brand's on all of it. I have no shame. Actually, speaking of TikTok, thanks for the
fuck. God, Jeff, where can they find you?
fuck off. So, I actually am waiting for something to come in, and if everything does, I have a cosplay I've been working on that I got the helmet for it. So, I mean, I showed that a long time ago, but
Yeah.
if everything else comes in properly or doesn't get delayed again, I'll probably be building that, and I'm gonna do short clips on TikTok. Gonna do some content on TikTok because I fucking like it, and I'm gonna do it anyway.
I hate what you like, so it's bad.
Yeah, that's fair. But yeah, that's where you can find me on Twitch. I might be. I don't know what it is, but for me in streaming, I have to really feel like I have to really be feeling it, because like I have two. Like right now, I'm not streaming tonight, so like my energy is just not high. I'm usually a lot more talkative, as everyone else knows. Tonight's just been a fucking night. I think I'm getting sick or some shit. But I do plan on streaming more of Call of Cthulhu because I really want to, and I'll be streaming some Spyro 1 and 3. I'm playing 2 as kind of my personal thing, but yeah. So twitch.tv/YFKitsune.
I like it. Jeffrey.
Yeah, so I'm on a Twitch, and I'm on a YouTube, Facebook, and I'm on a what else?
Twitter.
Twitter and Instagram, yeah, things. I don't really keep up on all that on the social medias too crazy, but I do post things from time to time. Other than that, it's Team Splash Screen on Instagram and the Facebook. Splash Screen Gaming on YouTube and Twitch, and then Splash Screen G on the Twitter. This week we're going to be doing a number of things. It should be a fun week. I don't think that I'm going to not stream at all. I don't know. Sometimes it happens, but
Sometimes life gets in the way.
yeah, you know. So Tuesday, usually I do something just to, you know, if I'm gaming, I'm going to turn the camera on. Sometimes even when I'm working on something, I'll turn the camera on Tuesdays, and then sometimes I don't stream at all on Tuesdays. So that one's kind of like the off day. But other than that, Wednesday we got the Grand Theft Auto RP 5M server of amazingness. Los Santos, the fresh maker of justice. Good time. Join us. And I'm always trying to make stories. Like, that's my big thing, is I'm always trying to get the group on board with some kind of weird thing.
I'd love to. It's just we all end up blowing up in planes.
Yeah.
And I try to sue other people. I try to get people to sue other people.
I know, it's so hard. Which, yes, hopefully we have a full staff this Wednesday, because I got some fun stuff to play with. Then on Thursday we have the Overwatch Battle Royale with Cheese. That's a good time. That's when a whole bunch of us get together and just fight each other on Overwatch. So not your typical 6v6. It is everybody versus everybody, usually with custom maps, all kinds of crazy stuff. That's a good time, experimental play. And then on Friday we have the family fun night with Ark, Evolution Evolved. That's a fun time. That's what I've been doing all week, or like last 2 weeks, is building a story arc in the Ark that hopefully I can get everybody together to do, because I have this thing I'm working on, and there's no way any like one or two of us or three of us even can take on what I have going on over here. So I need like a full team of people to try to do this. But I'm learning a lot about it too, though. I'm learning a lot of, I have like 2,000 hours into that. Actually, I have more than that.
Wow.
Into that game, and I still discover things that I didn't know about it. So it's pretty. I love that game. That's one of my favorites.
I potentially have 3 more people joining up on Ark. We'll see, though.
That's amazing. Oh, which we need to talk about as a group, about putting people in different tribes, because like we have those 2 new dudes hanging out with us on the server. None of us really know them, and at any time they could just spawn into any other bed on the entire map and completely rip down the entire thing. So I don't think they'll do that. I've talked to the dudes; they seem pretty cool, but just in general, we need to like if we get new people, we'll help them out as much as possible. However, they in their own tribe, like you can do your own tribe, and then I don't know, maybe that'll encourage trading and stuff. So
that's a good idea.
Yeah,
and then it just expands the game too, though.
Believe it or not, there was an entire economy-based server I was trying to put together a long time ago. Like, it was a mod that gives you in-game currency, and then you can like set up shops and use the currency as shop. That's
awesome.
Yeah, it's a trading system, auctioning system that's for like the animals and stuff. There's all kinds of neat things you can do with the economy mods, but it takes like a couple minutes just to load the 7 I have. I once had a server that had 55 mods on it.
Oh my god, I want to know how long that would take to load.
Took a while, but it was amazing, bro. I combined the Star Wars mod with the Last of the Airbenders mod, and no joke, bro, you were Jedi. Like, you were super Jedi. It was so cool. Kitsu, look into that. Check it out. Try it. It's amazing. Because the Airbender one gives you all kinds of really awesome elemental powers. So, like, if you like the air one, you could fly and push things with your mind. The fire one, you do this like a charged blast and a slam. The earth one, you literally throw a boulder. So it's like almost like they took the assets from other things in the game, like like the golem for throwing the boulders and stuff. But then so it gave you all these elemental powers, and then the Star Wars just little it changed some of the animals. So there was like Star Wars themed animals walking around, and you build the ships and fly around and shoot with them, and it's a lot of really cool things. Oh, it's so cool too, because you could see if you look up at the sky, like it's got the moon and the stars, everything you would expect, but it had like the giant Star Wars ships floating along up there too, like outside of the map. Like it really
we
super
should
cool
see
stuff.
If there's one that turns those fucking elephant dudes into fucking AT-AT.
Into what?
AT-ATs.
Oh yeah, I mean I'm sure it does all that,
That would be crazy.
super cool. Honestly, if you guys are familiar with the Mighty Boosh, I've always wanted to find the Moon mod.
What's that?
So if you guys have seen the show? Have you guys seen the show?
I
The
know
Mighty
of
Boosh?
it.
Oh man, you guys are missing out. Never mind. I'm not gonna say anything more. We're done talking.
Okay.
In fact, I'm gonna quit the stream. I'm gonna quit the show. Like I thought I knew you motherfuckers. Yeah. You guys need to check it out. Oh, the Mighty Boosh, it's good. But other than that, I got on a tangent there for a second. And then the following thing after all that stuff is just the next week's podcast.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Nice.
A busy week. Productive week.
For myself, Captain Geach 15 on all the platforms. YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram. Don't have a Facebook, but you can find me there. Obviously not today. I usually play Dragon Ball Z. Won't be playing that tomorrow. Maybe I'll be gaming. I should be playing Dragon Ball. My in-law, and they want to hang out, so they actually just called me and told me to stop podcasting and go hang out with them and drink. So there's that.
So you're not gonna play Jackbox?
No, probably not, because they're all three of them are like my wife, her mom, and my wife's aunt are all texting me simultaneously.
He just hates us. It's fine.
I do. No, I'd much rather be up here, but they won't stop. They won't leave me alone. And they're only here for a week anyways, because they're from Pennsylvania. So, and from that, obviously GTA and then Ark. So until Final Fantasy VII comes out, GTA will be it. Not GTA. Dragon Ball Z will be it. Which in reality, it's probably gonna take us until that fucking comes out.
Probably.
Maybe.
Well, no, maybe not me. I don't know.
Maybe not that long, but it'll take a minute, just based on where we're at so far. So.
If I could just hit that mental barrier, if I can get past that, all the non-side quests and all the boring bits, if I could just blaze through that, I'll be good. Oops, too many Gokus.
And always for the podcast, levelunlocked.com. Not levelunlocked.com. I wish. We gotta tag that domain before someone takes it. Levelunlockpodcast.podbean.com. Facebook Level Unlock Podcast, Instagram Level Unlock Podcast, and YouTube, and the Odd Ball Out on Twitter at what, James?
Oh, I wonder why it's the Odd Ball Out, because I can't make that many characters. It's at LVL Unlocked Pod. That's LVL Unlocked Pod.
And then make sure you email us. I forgot that. levelunlockpodcast@gmail.com, which I'm going to check really to see if we have any random letters.
See if Mike Richards emailed us again.
So this up is chain.
We don't.
Right.
So, and once again, if you do want to support the stream, help us out in any way. Like, all the money proceeds go back directly to the stream. It doesn't go to us. It helps pay for that gives us the ability to make you guys this. Patreon.com/Level Unlocked Podcast. So thank you all for hanging out. We appreciate you. We love you. And as always, we will see you next week. Have a good night, guys.
Peace.
Take care, everybody. Stay amazing. Beautiful people. Thank you for your time.
So I got a question.
I'm gonna let these credits roll real quick.